Greetings, y'all. I know it's been a while since I was live. Um, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I know it's been a while since I was live. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a long time. How y'all doing? Hope y'all having a beautiful day. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys not working too hard and such and such and such and such. How y'all doing though? Hey, Jamisha. Jamisha, long time to see. Long time to see. Hey, Carolyn. I want to talk about relationships. And I want to talk about something that's more specific. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Sunshine. I want to talk about relationships. And you heard right, relationships. Because I think, hey, Black Butterfly. Lisa, how you doing? A lot of us Carolyn, I just saw your message. I mean, your comment. You said no part 4. Hey, Roses, how you doing? I want to talk about relationships, and I think many of us listen. This is what I realize. Hey, Rachel, this is what I've realized some things. If I'm coaching people, speaking about relationships, doing coaching women and men both, I realized something. You can tell people the red flags all day. You can tell people the red flags and what to look for and what to not look for. It doesn't work. Hey, Lisa, Miss Warren, how are you doing? Good afternoon. It doesn't work. Hey, Myra, it doesn't work. You can tell people what not to do, what to avoid. It never works. And the reason why it never works is for one simple reason. I realize that social media has so much information. People telling you don't do this, don't do that while dating, don't do this, don't do that. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate it. Hey, Wani, how are you? The one thing that people don't realize why people keep falling into the same trap is because the truth is our lives are chaotic. And if you have a chaotic life, your relationship will be chaotic. Your relationship will be chaotic. Hey, Miss NB, thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, I've been here. I've been live. Our lives, hey, thankful. Our lives are chaotic. Our lives, it's not confusing. It's because our lives are chaotic. We have so much things going on in our lives. The way how we see ourselves, our self-image, the way we think, all our feelings, and all our stuff going on the inside. You don't pay attention to the outside. All you're doing is you are just into your feelings and into what's going on the inside. So we say things like people can pretend. We say things like people can pretend. People can pretend all they want to pretend. But if you are still and quiet, if your mind is still, you can pick up when people are lying to you. You can pick up. But the thing is, we're never still. We are always loud. It's so much things going on. The thing is, our lives are chaotic on the inside, and so we attract chaos on the outside. Because even if you have a good quality man or woman, if your life is chaotic on the inside, if your mind can't have rest, if you are constantly all this stuff right here, if you are constantly going on in your mind, if you are constantly in your feelings, if you are constantly experiencing life in that way, then even if you meet a good quality man or woman, they will always be boring. Hey, Miss Annie, they will be boring. It's not my type. There's no chemistry. I don't know. I don't feel nothing. Why? Because they don't add to your chaos. Only someone who can add to your chaos, especially when you are chaotic, will actually stimulate you. Do you understand that? Only someone who can add to your chaos on the inside, your internal chaos, can stimulate you. Many of us are not stable on the inside. So it's not about you doing the wrong thing or the right thing. It's not about you speaking the wrong way. It's not about you doing, you asking for the wrong. It's just that you are in the wrong part of your mind. And so therefore, you're meeting the wrong people on the outside. As within, so without. Many of us, our lives are chaotic. And until you fix that chaos that's going on in the mind, you will always meet the chaotic people. You will always meet people to add chaos to your life. You will always meet the people who are going to bring chaos because it has to match the inside. You see, the thing is, when your mind is still and you are relaxing and you are peaceful, then people who are chaotic, they don't really, you have no need for them. Hate you always. You have no desire for them. A matter of fact, you don't welcome them in your life. A matter of fact, they don't even look at you like they want you. A matter of fact, they don't even pay you attention because it's different frequencies, different vibrations. And many of us are living some chaotic life. Our families, our bodies, our health, our thoughts. Hey, Resilient, long time to see. Hey, Sherry. Our thoughts, our feelings are always into all these areas, and then no wonder why we attract these people. So we have I met people, I've met women especially who keep saying, I don't know why I keep attracting these men. Why nobody would ever love me? Why nobody would ever take care of me? Why nobody would ever respect me? The question is, I missed you too. I missed you too. The question is, whose job is that to do, and are you doing that job? Whose job is that to love you? It's nobody's job. You can't delegate that task. Whose job it is to respect you? It's your job. Whose job it is to honor and value you? It's your job. Whose job it is to go on the inside of you and find the best parts and the reason to love you? It's your job. It's your job. But many of us, we don't want to do that job, so we want to delegate that job to someone else. We want to delegate that to a man or a woman. And then when a person can't do it because you can't do it, you can't stand them. You think something is wrong with them. They need healing. Can you love yourself? You are the CEO indeed. Hey, Ninas. Indeed, Kimberly. Many of us, we fail doing that job. And so we need somebody to come do it for us. If you can't do it, man, if you can't do it, if you can't find your reason, but the thing is, there's chaos on the inside. Do you know a lot of people are struggling no matter how old they are? No matter how old they are, right? No matter how old they are. Hey, Kamal, how you doing? Kamal from India. Jamal, please go and go to church, man. You should go to church and get off of YouTube and talking about Jesus. Go to church. Go get saved, man. But seriously, but a lot of us doing the same thing on a regular basis. We are here. We can't find the one. Even if you find the one, you will not recognize the one. Even if you find the one, your chaos that you are carrying, you can't recognize them anyways. You can't recognize them. You carry in too much chaos. Even if you find that one, you know what I hear a lot of women say? That person, he was boring. He was boring. He's too boring. Yeah, he's too boring, man. I can't. You know, he was too boring. Yeah, spread the gospel somewhere else that's talking about it. Yeah, spread the gospel elsewhere. Seriously. Hey, Proverbs, we say that he's boring. I've heard many women say, nah, he's boring. He's not my type. Let me ask you a question, right? If love is coming, if love is coming from a source, if money is coming from a source, are you going to say that's not my type? I ain't talking about an illegal source. I ain't talking about the illegal way. If money is coming from this specific place, why would you say that's not your type? If it's money that you need, why would we say, well, I don't want it to come from here. It should come from here instead. And that's what we do when it comes to love. We expect love to come from exactly where we want it to come from. And when it doesn't come from that exact source, we don't want it. It's the stupidest thing ever. Because you think that well, if I wait long enough, it might come from the place where I think it should come from. FH, what's good? Indeed, Lisa. Listen, I'm telling you, this is what we do. If money is coming from this source, you won't stop. You will go there every day. The money is coming. Your pockets are always filled. You will go there. But if love is coming from that same source, I have no chemistry with that source. I have no chemistry. What's up, puppy? Adrena, how you doing? We have no chemistry. I know it's just not my type. If love is coming from it, if love, and this is maybe I'm getting older, And that's why I'm seeing if love and happiness and peace and respect and honor is coming from that source, what is because your type is not love. Rochelle, what's good? It's because the truth is your type is not peace. Your type is chaos. Nia Love, what's good? And many of us don't want to admit that. If love and peace and happiness and joy and respect is coming from the source, why would you say, you know what, nah, I'm good. But yet you cry yourself to sleep talking about nobody could ever love me. Nobody. Nobody ever. Why? So hung up on the wrong things. Hey Key, we hung up on the wrong things and we complain. My Jamie said, your time must be unavailable. Have you noticed we are different people after a decade? Should be. But it doesn't work, man. It's our place to see where love and joy is coming from and go there and make it your type. What you mean it's not your type? How do you? And listen, it sounds really, oh, I can't love somebody who's not my type. You can't love? That means, is it your love or not? Do you control your love or you don't? Do you have, control over who you love or you don't? If you don't have control over who you love, I'm sorry. You're going to always be in pain. And then you're going to always blame love. Hey, Lena, how you doing? Lena, how you doing? Thank you for joining. This guy from out your channel. Greetings. Greetings, Amelita. Greetings. But the problem is, it's not love that we are looking for. We're looking for things. Hey, Kia. We're not looking for love. Many of us are looking for love. We're not looking for relationships. We're looking for relationships. We're looking for stimulation. We're not looking for relationship. We're looking for stimulation. We're looking for things that relationship give us. We're looking for what people say that we should have when it comes to a relationship. We're looking for the things that come from the relationship that we think that people must carry. If you carry your own stuff on the inside, I promise you, you will demand less stuff on the outside. If you carry your stuff on the inside, hey, Melanin, you will look for more stuff you will look for less stuff on the outside. We can't find the one because we're not the one. That's what it is. Hey, Lindy, if love is coming from the source, respect, right? If love is coming from the source, respect is coming from the source. Happiness and kindness is coming from the source. All the things that you desire is coming from the source. You telling me that we lack the ability to love who we want to love, and we only expect the love that comes naturally to be in effect, to take place. If it doesn't come naturally, then that means it's not my type. That's what we do. If it doesn't come naturally, that means it's not my type. I can't force it. How you can't force it? How you can't have a choice to love someone based on what makes sense? Based on what makes sense, based on values. You see, many of us are not looking for love. We're looking for the feeling of love. It's different. It's not that we can't find. So, to be honest, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say this, and this might make me sound terrible, right? This might make me sound like I don't understand. Hey, Janae, long time to see. This might make me sound terrible. I don't feel sorry for the ones who talk about, I can't find it, it's not there. I don't feel sorry for you because it's there. You just don't want it to come from the way how you want it to come. I think that you want it to come specifically from a specific person, the way how you want, the way how you want them to look, the way how you want them to feel, because you think that that's what love is. You think you're not looking for love, you're looking for a feeling of love. Many of you ain't looking for love. You're looking for these raggedy ass feelings that you had in the 6th grade. When you were 16 years old or 15 years old, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the feeling of this butterfly crap. You're looking for the feeling of excitement. You're looking for the feeling and when you can't sleep and you can't eat without them. That's obsession. That's not love. That's what you call, that's obsession. I would hate to love my wife so much that I can't sleep. You want a kombucha? I would hate to love somebody so much that I can't eat without. I would hate that love. But that's the love that you all, because that's what you all see on TV. That's what you all see on TV. It's Disney, the Disney world has teach you all this nonsense and you believe it. Listen, I'm telling you, a lot of you are looking for this feeling, this supernatural, this, oh, my person gonna make me stimulated all my senses. That's not, you're looking for a drug. Because a lot of times the ones who can bring you that stimulation ain't bringing you love. Do you notice that the ones who can bring you all that stimulation, sometimes love is far away? Do you notice that the ones most of the times that can bring you all that stimulation? Hey, Pauline, do you notice? Like, let's be real. Let's be honest. And you look back. Go ahead. Go back in your thoughts. The ones who can bring you all that stimulation, did they bring you love? How did it end? How did it go? Indeed, the facets of the, it never end well. It always end up, is either you have all this hyper stimulation, this hyperactive stuff, or sometimes you have that calm love. And many times, unfortunately, but I ain't gonna lie. The stimulation do feel good. Hey, Davina, the stimulation do feel good, especially when you're a teenager. It feels good because it distracts you. Some of you have all this stimulation. You can't focus. You can't think. You begin to flunk your school. You begin to drop out of school. Then you begin to do terrible at work because you think you're worried about what they're doing and who else they're talking to and what if they leave and you get depressed by thinking about it. Hey, Patricia, it's too much for you. You can't handle that. So many times, that's what you are looking for still. I don't feel bad for you guys when you guys talking about, I can't find my one because you think that your one is wrapped up. You think that your one is wrapped up in a bundle of all this things that you think comes with a person. Those things don't come with people. People bring things. People bring real life stuff. People bring their own situations. People bring confusion sometimes. They bring their lives. They bring their past with them. They bring a whole lot of things with them. The problem is you want it to come how you want it to come. You think that it should come looking like Jesus. Hey, Speedy. Speedy, good to see you too. I haven't been live in a while. And that's why it doesn't work. We bring trauma. Listen, to be honest, we bring a whole lot of things. But we bring so much chaos to every relationship that we wonder why it doesn't work. Nobody will love you if you don't love you, how? Yeah, Tay. If you don't love you, why would you expect me to love you? He's possibly out there. To be honest, I don't believe in just one person being your person. I believe there's many people who can be your person. You just don't want to. You see, one thing I learned about love. One thing I learned about love is this. One thing I learned about love that makes me open is that love is the power to accept somebody fully. I think we think that we boy, we don't want to accept nobody. Because that's not what you believe a person should be. That's not what, this shouldn't be like this. This shouldn't act like this. They should have this much money. They should have this much education. They should have this much. They should be this height. They should be this. We have all this belief system. And those belief systems are the ones why, that's the reason why we don't have what we have is our belief system. So we think people should come a specific way. One thing I realized about love is that love is the ability to completely accept someone. When you accept somebody, you don't see flaws anymore. You don't see flaws anymore. You see reasons. You see humanity. Agnes, how are you doing? Seriously. You see humanity. You see understanding. You see somebody living the life to the best that they can. Somebody who is trying. You see somebody who is willing. You don't want love. You want supernatural nonsense. You want the thing that looks like it's perfect, even though it is perfect the way it comes, but you just don't want, that's not how you see it. Can you tell me what your definition of love is? Loving yourself is only accepting who you are at any moment of the day. And when you accept yourself, there's a peace that comes. There's a peace that comes over you when you accept this present. This is who I am today. Let me accept this. This is it. See, love happens within. Love don't happen without. Love don't happen on the outside. It happens on the inside. I think we are looking for love on the outside. You cannot find love on the outside. Love does not exist on the outside. I think many of us, we want to find love out there. If you have love on the inside, you'll understand that love is completely accepting you. You are finding faults and you are finding excuses and you finding issues with you and you judging yourself. Listen, there is no judgment in love. Ain't no judgment there. Love is not a feeling. Feelings are temporary. Feelings are just temporary. Feelings is just one day you up, one day you down. Feelings come with what you think. And someday you don't think well. Someday you think based on your frequency is how you think. And based on how you think, you have a feeling. So therefore, if love is a feeling, then love is temporary. Love comes and goes. But that's not love. That's the feeling of love. I'm telling you, feelings change. Feelings change based on how you think. Feelings change when the weather, when it's hot, when it's cold, when somebody pisses you off, when you are angry. You know what doesn't change? Love. When you love somebody, is an intention. Is intentional. It's something that you do over and over and over again because it's coming from the inside. Let me tell you this right here. Let me tell you this right here. Love only happens on the inside. And when you love, man, when you love, thank you, Gracie. When you love, there's something on the inside that's full. Oh, this is me. This is me. My height, my color, my size. And just because I love it doesn't mean that I can't fix it or change it. Matter of fact, it is so hard. It is so hard to fix what you hate. If you have a car that you hate, your motivation to fix it is not going to be high. Seriously. If you have something that you hate, your motivation to fix it is very low. Think about it. Think about it. If you have something that you hate, it is very hard to get the motivation because love inspires. Hate does not. It doesn't. So when you hate your body, hate yourself, hate this trauma, hate this past, it doesn't promote positive change. And so this is why today is the day that what we say is that the Lord has made, right? Today we should rejoice and be glad in it because yesterday is gone. We can't rejoice in yesterday anymore. No matter what, no matter who was there with us, our mom, our fathers, our grandparents, our kids was there. Yes, we enjoyed it, but today is a new day. We must enjoy this one too because they are both equal. They are both the same. So we have to learn to accept. Love is when you can actually fulfill your own self, not with a picture of an image, but understanding, man, listen, there's something in me that's breathing, something in me that's, casting out my toxins, my liver is working, my heart is beating, my breath is flowing. I don't have to try. I'm not doing anything. The day keeps coming, food coming, my clothes coming, my health is there. What is not to love? We are so focused on the crap that happened yesterday that we didn't like, that didn't feel too pleasant. We are so focused on that we say, I will reject my own love. You know whose love you are rejecting? It's yours. What's up, Captain Pops? Hey, Hermione. You're rejecting your own love. You've been rejecting your own love for years. Your own love is what you're rejecting. Your own love. It is yours. It's no one else but yours. I don't know what you're waiting for until you can use it. It is yours. If you can't use it, why do you even have it? It's yours. If nobody could love you, the heart in my chest, there's a heart in my chest. It's in my chest for a reason. Because it's for me. See the heart that's beating in your chest? Who is it for? Is it for you? Is it for someone else? Is it for your kids? Is it for your wife, your husband? Is it for strangers? Is it for random people? Is it for the cows? Who is it for? It's you. It's yours. You have to use it first. Some of you don't use it. You reject your own heart. Because somebody said something, somebody did something, somebody told you something, somebody showed you something. This is your heart for you. But you're rejecting your own love. But when you reject your own love, you are desperate in finding it outside of you. You are desperate in finding love outside. You have your own heart in your chest, but that love is not enough. You can love someone else, but you can love this and love that. And you know, the people that we love, they have done some crazy things too. Do you notice that the folks that we love, they have done some things, haven't they? They have lived some life. Hey, thanks for the gift. They have lived. Do you notice? They have done some things. Listen, they have. Is there anybody that you love that hasn't done anything crazy? How do one keep what intact? Hey, Miranda, the people that we love have done some things, hasn't they? They have hurt people. They have destroyed things. They have broken things. They have broken people. They have done something, and we love them. Yet we have done similar things, and we don't love us. Why? Why are they more? Why should we love them more than we love us? They have done something just like we have done some things. The thing is, you are selfish when it comes to yourself. You have done some crap just like how they have. They have done some crap, but you will freely give them your love. You will beg them to take it. Please take it. Please take my love. Please it. But you will deny yourself the Holy Spirit. What do you think love is? What do you think it is? You will deny yourself. You grieve in the Holy Spirit. You say, nope, I'm not worthy. You're not worthy. They are. People tell me, I love you, Kirk. You know what I have done? And you don't love you? You haven't done the things that I have done, and you don't love you, but you love me? That don't make no sense. You love the ones that you can't see, but you don't love the ones that you can see every day, which is you. So I think sometimes we forget. Let me be a little encouraging. Sometimes we forget the things that we have been through. Indeed. I think sometimes we forget the things that we have been through. The things we came this far. You know, many of us in our 40s, especially the ones who listen to me, we are in our 40s now. We're grown. You know how much things that we have faced? You know how many things that we have who have tried to come and take us? You know how many hurricanes and diseases and COVIDs have tried? You know how many situations that we were in that we had to overcome, and you still don't see value there? What are you looking at? Hey, Kiara. Some of us don't believe in ourselves. How not? Who has been living this life? It was you. You're the one who been living this life. You are the one who overcame so much, and yet you still want to judge yourself because the little bit of knowledge or experience you had, you used it. You used it. You used the knowledge that you had to do the best that you could do. And you still think, because you're looking back now, you think I should have done differently. Why? Because now you know a lot. You can go back and think, I wasn't enough. I didn't do enough. Stop. You crazy? What are you, crazy? You can't compare yourself now to what you were. You can't compare yourself now. The level that you are on to what you were. You only use what you had then. Now you have more. Now use more now, but don't use more now. Don't use this to judge this where you was at. Don't use the more to disregard this. Don't use the more to minimize this. You did the best that you can. Stop that nonsense. I should have done. Why? You used what you had. You did the best that, and you talking about, to not love yourself is the biggest punishment. To not love yourself is the biggest punishment. I mean, yeah, people are gonna come and not love us. They're gonna come and show us all these things. They're gonna come and, when we grew up, they probably didn't show us love on this. But no, now, yes, yeah. When I was growing up, they told me a whole bunch of crap too. But now we are grown. Let's seek your own knowledge. It's time to stop questioning and why but if nobody ever showed me. And it's time to seek your own knowledge. We all have to. We all have to look for ourselves. We all have to knock on the dorm door. You know what? Here's the problem. We never knocked on the door. We never knocked on the door, but knowledge came. We never looked for it, but it came. Now, let's knock on the door because we have taken in a bunch of crap knowledge. We have taken in so much disrespect, so much abuse. We've taken it in and it created our mindset, our program. Yes, we opened the door without nobody knocking and they fed us trash. Now I am 45 years old. You cannot feed me no more trash because I have the right to open my door. And if you didn't know that, read a book. They tell you. Go online, go on YouTube. It's all there. You can find the information that you need because we don't no longer need to make excuses for our ignorance. At this point in our life, there is no more ignorance. Listen, the chaos that we have in our lives on the internal side is creating and generating a bunch of chaos on the outside. The men and women that you are attracting on the inside, from the outside, is because they have to match the level of chaos on the inside before you acknowledge them. You see, many of us, we are attracting all these chaotic people because they have to match the level of chaos in our minds. The way you feel about yourself is chaotic. So therefore, how do you not meet chaotic people? Because when you meet the calm, loving, peaceful people, I promise you they are the most boring people. I promise you, you will never like them. I promise you, they won't stimulate you. They won't stimulate your triggers. They won't stimulate the way how your anger comes. You will look for reason to be angry. You will look for reasons to be bitter. You will look for reasons to hold on to a grudge. You will look for a reason to go to sleep at night or not to be fussing. You will look for a reason to complain because you know why? Them people who come in calm, they cannot stimulate your anger. They don't stimulate that nonsense. And when they don't stimulate it, they are very boring folks. You want somebody to fight. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you. You want somebody to argue with. You want somebody who don't show up so you can complain about all the men or all the women that I met. Nobody loves me. Nobody. That's the person that you desire. That's the one that you want. The one that makes you think, damn, see, I knew I wasn't good enough. Because that's what's going on the inside. That's what the ones who make you feel good enough, I'm telling you, those ones don't give no stimulation. It's like imagine you smoking a cigarette or you smoking a blunt and you have no feelings, no effect. You're like, this is not good anymore. And the people that comes in our lives, when you and they don't feel nothing, but when you don't feel nothing, I don't have chemistry. There's no chemistry there. There's just no chemistry. So, I know you love me and I know you care and I know you do all the things and I know you give me attention. I know you give me respect. I know you value me, but there's no chemistry because it's foolish. That's why I don't feel sorry. It's foolish. It's pure foolish. It's pure foolishery. Effery. It's crazy. I know you do all the things for me. I know you love me. I know you take care of me. I know you will go above and beyond. But there's just no more chemistry. The one who I want, he or she probably won't do those things, but there's chemistry there. That's why we end up in the same crap. Not looking for a relationship, we're looking for chemistry. Sometimes you could only have one. Sometimes you only get to choose one. You want a relationship or you want, I don't have all that damn chemistry with my wife. I'm so happy I don't have it. I don't want it. It's distracting. I don't have that chemistry with my wife. I don't have that type of chemistry. We have this quiet chemistry. Did you say something? No. Did you just think about chicken? Yeah, how you know? That's the chemistry I have. I don't have all this butterflies in my stomach crap. When I see her, hey, I don't know what you all want that for. It's distracting. When I'm reading my book, I don't want to be distracted. When I'm studying, I don't want to be distracted from her and I got to be around her and I got to be next to her and under her. I want to be by myself. When I got to do what I got to do, I want to separate. I don't want to be distracted. Some of you want to be distracted. You want to be distracted. Man, Captain, it's us. It's even people in our age wants that same chemistry. You know how many women I talk to who wants chemistry? My person got to bring me. Oh man, life restricted. Why is my life restricted? Boy, this TikTok. I'm back on TikTok again, and TikTok just give me 2 violations. Boy, I swear, TikTok, boy, I don't miss TikTok one bit. patterns of pathology, and you're being conditioned this way. It feels familiar, and you go back to the pattern. Indeed, facts. What's the difference between obsession and love? You know, I like how this book puts it. I like how this book puts it. Hold on, my daughter's art. I like how. Where's the book? The Mastery of Love. I like how this book puts it. The Mastery of Love. You know, when you first meet someone, when you dating, when the person begin to, hey Cicely, how you doing? When this person, hey Kayla, hey Kayla, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome to my live. Hello, hello, hello. The difference between obsession and love is a very thin line. We mostly call obsession love. Obsession is that stage where you begin to think that you are falling in love with this person. And so when you go to sleep, they're on your mind. When you wake up, they're on your mind. When you eat, they're on your mind. When you poop in, they're on your mind. When you smile, they're on your mind. You can't do nothing without them. You can't go for a couple minutes without talking to them or thinking about them. You're obsessed. And so it's the most destructive thing ever. It's the most destructive thing. And love happens after that. Love happens after that. Love happens when all that newness, all that stuff begin to settle. Because love is that settle. Lindy, seriously, love says now, okay, I see your face. You're not that pretty, but you know what? Whoa, you're beautiful. Love says that I am no longer worried about you when I go to sleep and eat. And then some of you think that that love is gone. How long does it take? It depends. Everybody is different. How long does it take? You have to recognize it first. Listen, here's the thing. Here is a deal breaker. If you love yourself first, that obsession stage won't really happen. If you begin to pour love in yourself now, right? If you begin to pour love in yourself, and okay, so let me explain to you what I mean when I said it, okay? Let me explain to you what I mean when I said it. Indeed, Cecily, indeed. Let me explain to you what I mean, because I think people don't understand when I speak about love. When I speak about love, what I mean is this right here. Me speaking love means simply, I'm sitting in this chair by myself. Nobody's around. I have no wife here, got no kids, I got nobody in here. I'm doing nothing. I'm just sitting by myself. I'm just sitting by myself. My mind is free. I'm experiencing this energy shifting in my body. My breath is happening the way how it's happening. I don't know how it's happening. My breath is flowing. My life force, I can experience it. I can connect to it. What's up, JP? Right? My mind, since my energy is flowing, my mind is calm. If my mind is calm, my body is usually calm. I'm here by myself. And this moment right here, seeing myself connected to all things, bring me this experience. It's not a feeling. It's a freeing. I'm not judging myself. My thoughts are beautiful. Then my feelings become beautiful. Then my entire experience becomes beautiful. My emotions become sweet. My body becomes light. And in that moment, I'm experiencing love. Now, if I experience this love and practice this love, and I know it sounds feminine, I know it sounds cliche, I know I'll probably judging me thinking I'm whatever, but you have to understand what I'm talking about. When I experience this pleasure, this experience, this mindset, this stillness, this quiet, if I turn right, it's still there. If I look left, it's still there. I look up, it's still there. I look down, it's still there. I don't have to fall into it. I don't fall out of it because this is my experience of it. It's intentional. This is when I remove all things. It's not about you. It's not about them. It's not about him or her. This is me intentionally loving you, loving this experience. It's not about you. It's not about my wife. It's not about my girlfriend. It's not about your husband, your boyfriend. It's about you. It's all about you. When you can experience this, When you remove judgment, insecurity, all this guilt and all this shame, remove all those stuff to experience the flow happening naturally. Listen, I promise you, when you open your eyes, you will see exactly where love is coming from. And I promise you that chaos that you are attracting will stop because you can see it miles away. You can see, listen, you all remember the Matrix movie? You remember those green little letters and the green codes? When you are in the stage, it's like a green code. You can see, nope, love is not there. Love is here. I don't care what you look like. I don't care how sexy you are. I don't care how beautiful you are. It doesn't matter. Love it, love it, if love ain't there. And then when you are in that space, right, Kayla? When you are in that space, one thing that you don't really need is stimulation. So you can't trick me with it. I don't need to be stimulated. I don't need you to stimulate my mind anymore because my mind is stimulated in a way. My peace is happening. The flow is happening. Energy is moving up and down. Energy is moving up and down. My body is feeling light. My emotions are sweet. My thoughts are sweet. I don't have to fight my thoughts. I don't have to overthink anything because I accept things as they are. That means I accept life as it is. I accept me as I am. So I have to accept you as you are. When you learn to do that, meeting a person, meeting the right person, meeting a good man or a good woman is natural because now you are removing all that judgment. So the way how you see is love. You don't see the height. Yeah, you don't see height requirements anymore. You don't see that 6 figures anymore. You see life differently. That's what I mean when I talk about love. Not the feeling that you all think. See, when love only appears when somebody is in the picture, that's emotional love. And therefore, you fall in it and you fall out of it. See, when love happens by yourself, that's a full love, a fulfilled love. Seriously, when love happens by yourself, it's a fulfilled love. When love only happens when somebody's in the picture, it's an emotional love. And when it's an emotional love, emotions are dependent on what the weather is, what he or she might be doing, how he or she might look today, what they might lose today, what they might have today. It's all dependent. So that's why we have people, I fell out of love with you. How do you fall out of love when you are intentionally in it? Think about it. Indeed, Miranda, indeed. To be in the present moment. Love is not what you all think it is. I'm telling you, because it's yours. How about you change and love change with you as you become? Indeed, it sure does. Love evolves when you evolve. But I'm telling you all, man, we're getting older. Right, Miss MB? We're getting older. We can't expect the same thing to be the same way when we were 16, 17 years old. We're getting older. Everybody usually in my lives are in their 40s and 50s, late 30s. How do you get there? How do you get there? Agnes, I was telling somebody today, how do you get to that space? Now, this is going to detour a bit. If you want to know how do you get there, how do you get to that space? Number one, 10 years ago, I had to learn one fact that the majority of people will not accept. I had to accept this fact. Do you know if the majority of people is saying the same thing is usually a lie? Do you notice that? If the majority of people are saying the wrong things, are saying the same thing, it's usually a lie. Do we agree or disagree? When you say the majority of people, the smart ones, the dumb ones, the big ones, the small ones, the beautiful ones, the ugly ones, if the majority of people are saying the same thing, it's probably a lie. It's usually a lie. And you know what everybody says? Something that you probably say too. Nobody is perfect. Let's take that in. Let's take that in. Let's take it in. Nobody is perfect. How much time do you hear that? Who is it coming from? You believe it too. You think something is wrong with you. You believe that you are blocked. You begin to make excuses for your behaviors. You begin to make excuses for what you do and what you think. You begin to make excuses for your whole life. You begin to make excuses for your own choices. You begin to make excuses for your attitude. You begin to make excuses for why you do this and why you cheat and why you lie. Because in your mind, you have heard nobody is perfect. And therefore, everybody says it, it's probably wrong. You see how we start right there? 10 years ago, I had to change that mindset. 10 years ago, I had to. I had to realize, damn, I am perfect. But if I'm perfect, now I know progress over perfection. You see, progress over perfection is something that they say again to keep you back from your perfection. Somebody lied to you and tell you that shouldn't be the way how you are. Somebody told you that this shouldn't be the way how you are. They give you an image and say, this is it. This is perfect. And then we say nobody is perfect. Then why give you the damn image if nobody fits it? Then therefore it's not for you. Listen, then we say things like, I'm imperfectly perfect. That don't make no damn sense either. That's just other ways in saying, I don't believe I'm perfect. Listen, check this out. Only when you accept the way you are can you fix it. Only when you accept the way you are can you fix it. If you think the way you are is not in your control. Well, I asked somebody why. Why do you think you're not perfect? Because my attitude, so you can't fix that? Well, yes. Then fix it. Why makes you not perfect? Well, the things that I say sometimes, I have a rude mouth. Well, you can't fix that? Sounds like a choice to me. Well, I guess it could be a choice. Yeah, it is a choice. When I ask people why, if I ask you what makes you not perfect, think about the things that you're going to tell me. And think about the things that can you control it if you just practice? Think about it. Think about what makes you not perfect. And if you think that way, do you realize that the list gets very shorter? Well, well, so it's not my attitude, my personality. I can fix that if I want to. It's not your trauma, because you can be still and present, but you just don't practice that. We have no reasons, but you keep believing that's nonsense. I'm not perfect. Who said, the trees are perfect that God made. The cats and the dogs are. The lions and the kangaroos and the whales and the fish. The goldfish are perfect. Your baby is born perfect. Your kids are perfect. If somebody said, oh, that kid is not perfect, you're about to punch them in your mouth when your kid is born. The roses are perfect. The water is perfect. But yet you telling me that you're not. Why? Why? God made everything perfect except humans. It's foolishness. Because you don't know how to use your own tool. You don't know how to use your mind. You don't know how to use your feelings. You don't know how to use it. You don't come with an instruction manual, so you think something is broken. You're not broken. Somebody taught you that. Somebody told you this mess. If you think you can or cannot, you are perfectly right. Facts, Janae. So when I begin to think, damn, I'm perfect, it took me a while to get it. Because I'm like, nah, that's a lie. It don't feel right. It sounds stupid. Because I've heard I'm not all my life. I've heard I'm not. See, you are looking at perfect like something different. Society programming. You see, you all think perfect means something else. You all think perfect means no mistake. Is it a mistake if you can learn from it? Is it a mistake if you are learning from it? Is it a mistake when you are evolving because of it? Is it a mistake when you do it and you learn what not to do next time? Now you program yourself on this is what. Is it a mistake even if you have grown intellectually, spiritually? Is it a mistake? It's not. It's a route. It's the path. It's a path. So you all think all these things. You all thinking I'm not perfect and then it makes you all keep doing all these things. Indeed. So when I begin to think, I'm perfect. Now, the thing is, if I'm perfect, what would I be doing? That's the next part. Hear what I said. When I begin to think, I'm perfect. Now, my next thing, before I move now, I had to ask myself, if I was perfect, what would I be doing? Not if I was sick. Not if I wasn't healed. Some of you all, ain't nothing wrong with you all. You all just think that you are sick. I can't act, if I was perfect, what would I be doing? Would I be quick to punch that dude in his mouth? Would I be quick to judge him? Would I be quick to curse him out? If I was perfect, would I have an attitude of anger and resentment? If I was perfect, would I? And I begin to answer, no, I wouldn't. So act like it. I begin to act like I was perfect. Act like it. I begin to act like it. Huh. So that's how you start doing it. Now you have choices. Now I am exercising my own choices. When I begin to exercise my choices, perfection was right there in my face this whole time. What if I was perfect? What would I be doing? See, some of you ask, well, since I'm sick, this is what I'm doing. Since I'm not healed, this is what I'm doing. Since I'm not healed, I could be triggered because I'm not healed. Because, we have all those words now, unhealed and unhealed trauma and this and that. And you acting out because you believe it. Everything is a belief system. If you think that you're not perfect, you're right. Make excuses. But everything was created perfect. So when I got to that space, you asked me, how do you get there? Stop thinking something is wrong with you. Believe that you carry God. The third step, believe that you carry God. What if you carry God with you? Act like it. How would you act? Act like it. Why do you carry him sometimes and sometimes not? Act like it. Why ain't you acting like it? Why are you acting like you're carrying the devil? Act like it. You gotta stay mindful. See, when you carry God, you gotta be aware. You gotta be aware all day, all night. You gotta stay conscious. You gotta stay awakened. You gotta stay. Because now I'm carrying I'm carrying the weight of the world on me. I'm carrying the creator in me. Therefore, let me act like it. What if I'm carrying the most important thing within me? I have to act like it. My self-image must be powerful. How I see myself must be worthy. Am I preaching? I don't want to preach today. You see, you all be making me go in places where I didn't want to go. You see, I wanted to stay very shallow today. You are making me go in places where I wasn't trying to go to those places, all right? I didn't want to go to those places. But here you all ask me these deep questions, and I can't answer these questions shallow. I can't answer those questions any other way. We have to understand. What if I was carrying God with me? Would I be scared? My self-image would be different. I'm worried, I'm scared. No, that stuff ain't working. Scared of what? scared. I'm carrying God with me. Listen, with them books that you all be reading, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, Samuel, Kings, Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Songs of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentation, Ezekiel. Listen, all those books, you got people who carry God with them. Isaiah carried him, Elijah. Man, listen, they carry God. They had no fear. They had no doubt. They just believed. Ezekiel, Joel, Jonah, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. They carried God. They act like it. You want to act like you're scared and think that you're not perfect because you're acting like you ain't perfect. That's why. You acting like you are this little, your self-image must show it. When you step, you step. I was just telling somebody the other day. I said, brother, as a big man like you, why do you He said, man, I'm just watching my step. If you watch your step, you can't see nothing in front of you. Stop watching your step. Step. Wherever you end up when you step, you have gotten out of so many different places, so many different situations that you have gotten out, that you have landed in. Why are you so scared? When you step, you step. Stop watching your step. Walk. Step fully. Get that full stride. You walk with because you're not looking down. You're not watching your step. See, when you're watching your step, you're trying to be careful. You can't be careful. Careful about what? It all ends the same. We all go to the same place. Stop trying to watch your step while you're alive. You're trying too hard. When you step, you step. And knowing that no matter where you end up, I have been places worse. You know, I told somebody the other day, I said, hey, I went to Iraq a couple times. I've seen death multiple times. I have been struck by lightning multiple times. Well, one time. I have been through it all. Why would I be scared? What am I worried about? Why am I feeling insecure about? Why am I watching my step? I landed in the most unstable places and I got out. You think I'm worried about things around me? Look and see where you came from. Look and see what you get out of. Your family, situations, marriages, relationships. You got out and you're still watching your step like you're afraid that you can't get out again? Like you really afraid that you can't get out? If you're watching your step, you can't enjoy your step. You can't enjoy your walk. Listen, can you imagine walking, going for a walk and you have to watch your step? You can't enjoy it. Your mind is not free. Think about what I'm saying. If you going for a walk or a run, imagine you jogging. Oh, I want to lose some weight, but you got to watch your step. You can't enjoy the run. Your mind is too busy. Your mind is doing too much. You can't enjoy. You can't be free. Stop watching your step because even if you step on it, you'll be okay. You're trying to see, you're trying to run away from the puddle. You're trying to not step on the dirt. You're trying to keep your shoes clean. Man, you wasting time. You're wasting all your time. You're wasting all your time. Exactly. You're wasting your time. Step. If you're going to step. If you're going to be married, be married. If you're gonna date. What do you all half stepping up? You can't enjoy the damn thing when you're doing half step. You cannot enjoy half water. You can't enjoy the water when you're only your foot is in it. You can't enjoy the bath when you ain't putting your whole body in it. You can't enjoy food when you don't consume it. You can't. That's how you all want to enjoy talking about I'm not perfect. Now, there ain't nothing wrong with you all. You are just scared. You're scared. You're scared for no reason. You have been placed into different places. You have been put into different scenarios and different circumstances. And here you are, still afraid to step. Indeed, my dear young Kayla, you're not afraid to step. You can't be afraid to step. So I've learned, how do I love myself? How do I get to a place of love? What is keeping me back? Why is somebody who said I was ugly or who left me years ago, my father left me before I was born, why is he so heavy in my spirit? Why do I judge myself based on him? Why do I get my self-image from my father? I refuse. Let the man free. Father, you are free. I don't know what you was doing, what you was going through. You probably wasn't ready for all these damn kids that my mom gave you. And listen, that's your life. But ain't I still here? Now that I'm here, I don't think I don't think I came here to hold a grudge. Listen, yeah. I don't think I came here all this way to hold a grudge against my father. Thank you. I don't think I came. Listen, I don't know about you all, but I don't think I went to combat, got blown up, got shot at. I don't think I went through all of that. I got divorced, I got abused, I don't think I went through all of that just to hold a grudge against my father and blame him for my situation. I came this far just to be here. I came this far to praise. I came this far to purge. I came this far to release. I ain't came to hold on to the things that, why am I holding on to things that I don't no longer want or value? Have you ever asked yourself that? Why am I holding on to things that I no longer value? Why am I holding on to things that I no longer value? Maybe because you still value them. That's why you're holding on to them. Thank you so much, Thankful. Thank you so much. So how do I feel? How do I get to a place where I think I'm not perfect? Let me tell you this. The fourth step is to be present. You're carrying things weren't there. Indeed, indeed, Jenny. The fourth step to love yourself is to be present. The reason why you can't love yourself is because the reason why you have a struggle loving yourself is because you can't be present. Your mind, you are always somewhere else. Why don't you come right here? Why do you always leave where you at? Why do you leave where you are to go back into the trauma, into a place where you don't like, into a place that hurt you? Why do you travel back to a place that wasn't good for you? You said that you hated it. Why do you keep going there? You said that you don't like it, but yet you keep going there. And you keep going there every day and talking about you triggered and talking about that's why I don't love myself. Then stop going to those places that you don't like going. Sit your ass down intentionally and put your imagination on something that you enjoy. People seem to believe that if they don't try, then they won't fail. Indeed, won't feel the weight of failure. That's why those people are stuck. That's why those people don't feel successful. If you don't like where you are, why are you there? If you don't like where you've been, why you keep going there? Well, I can't help my mind. Yes, you can. You gotta do some work, some reprogramming. You can fix where your mind goes. What if your environment influenced it? Your environment influences everything. That's not a what if. Your environment influences. See, your environment keep you in the same vibration. Everything that you are and every way that you are keeps you in the same vibration. So of course, your relationships, your family, your friends, the people that you choose in your life, your partners, everything influences where you at. It influences your thoughts. It influences your feelings. Everything influences it. Everything will. Everything does. Everything has to. That's why you're there. Because remember, it tries to keep you in the same place. Everything that you eat, have you ever tried to eat healthy? Have you all ever tried to eat healthy? Go on a diet or try to eat different foods? It's hard, isn't it? I bet it's hard. I bet it's rough, huh? It sucks, don't it? Have you ever tried to start working out, especially when you don't? Don't it suck? Because everything that you do, everything that you have, keep you in the same place. So when something is about to move you from a different place, it doesn't feel comfortable. It feels very uncomfortable. It feels weird. It feels something is missing. When you begin to eat salads and leaves and vegetables and things that is green and yellow, it don't feel right, does it? Like this feels like I'm missing rice. I'm missing some starch, some heavy starch. I'm missing some bacon. That's not even real bacon. That's turkey bacon. So I remember one day somebody told me that's not real bacon. That's not real bacon. It's a turkey. It's a turkey bacon. You tell me that's not a real turkey? I mean, how is a pig more real than a turkey? That's not real. No, it's just not because it becomes our normal. Everything that we have in our lives, everything that we have in our lives keep us. And that's why when you lose that person, when you lose that thing, how do you make the uncomfortable comfortable? You don't. Stop trying to be comfortable. Why are you trying to be comfortable? Why do you want to be comfortable for? What does that do? Why do we want to be comfortable? Comfortable, it doesn't do anything for you. It just makes you sleep. It makes you overeat and sleep. See, when you're comfortable, you are in the known place. The best growth happens in the unknown. See, we want to be comfortable because we want to be lazy. Who wants to be comfortable though? Why? You see, I'm used to being uncomfortable. I'm coughed up my tree. I'm serious. You can't. We want to be comfortable. Why do we want to be comfortable for? What's in that comfort zone that we hold on to? Feel this comfort, obey. But that comfort is where all the pain is too. Do you notice that that comfort is where all the pain is? Sometimes that trauma isn't a comfort. You're comfortable in your trauma because to fix it is worse, ain't it? Have has anybody ever worked on their trauma? Don't it get, even though the trauma is uncomfortable, don't it get worse? Don't it get even more uncomfortable? It gets more sometimes. It gets more ridiculous. It feels even worse. Boy, I don't miss TikTok one bit. When you go into those things, it feels even worse because now you feel crazy. You feel like you're tripping. For instance, if you were rejected, people going back in their holes of acceptance will erase the resultant self-image of not being good enough. But again, this is foolishness. It gets worse. Things must get worse first. So when we are comfortable, discomfort says that you are doing something different. Red baby, how you doing? Discomfort says that I am doing something different. I'm doing something new. I'm creating new programs. I'm creating new reality. I'm creating new thoughts. Have you ever, if I tell you to sit still without, just sit still for 5 minutes and breathe, no thoughts, no emotions, you know how uncomfortable that is? It's so uncomfortable that you want to itch. Your ass start itching you. Somebody said big nose. I have a real big nose. You think that's a disrespect? No, you got to take it off. I don't know why you think big nose is a bad thing for me. I'm a black man. I have a very big nose. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I can breathe. It's never stuffy. Took me a year to get out of my comfort to step into something new. Indeed. When I tell people to sit still for 15 minutes, people get uncomfortable because your ass starts itching you, your head, your neck, your face, you feel hungry, your stomach starts making noises because you begin to hear everything. You begin to pay attention to what's been going on this entire time. Sitting still makes you be attentive to everything now. You see, your ass always been itching. Your stomach will be making noise, but you are so distracted that you wasn't hearing it. Sitting still without doing anything will make you bring awareness to it. You see, a lot of you don't want to bring awareness to your own life because when you bring awareness to it, it makes you suffer. You don't want to be aware that your ass is itching for no reason at all. Maybe you got to take a shower. You don't want to be aware that your stomach is growling because you really don't like this piece of leaf that you just ate. You don't want to be aware that sometimes you have this itch in your... Have you ever had an itch in the middle of your back when you're about to meditate? This itch in the middle of your back and you can't reach it? Have you? No, never, nobody ever... It's just me? I remember when I was in the military. When we was in parades and doing all those things in the army. As soon as we go to platoon, attend, hunt, when you can't move, them itches, boy. Them damn... It's like, I don't know what's... Something, God damn, it's itch on your face and little bees and birds and flies just come and you can't move because if you move, you get your ass caught up. A fly lands on my nose right there. I'm looking at it. I'm like, this fly. And you can't move because you'll be the only one moving. And so you just got to take it. Learn to be still. The fly ain't moving. The fly refuse. So when you meditating, that's when they come. That's when every discomfort, that's when you see everything. That's when awareness comes in. And when you experience real awareness. Hey, Jasmine, when you experience real awareness, you can't handle it because you feel void, you feel empty, you feel bored because you are a boring person. That's why many of you can't meditate because your life is empty. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but if I did, I'm glad. I don't want to hurt your feelings for saying that, but meditation puts you all to sleep. It's very boring to you all. It's very boring to you guys. As soon as you meditate, I held a session with a lady. We was meditating. Kirk, I need to learn how to meditate. All right. She booked a session, paid me all this money, fell right asleep. Ma'am, you just paid me $70 to fall asleep. She said, you don't understand. I haven't been this calm for a long time. I haven't been this. I'm so sorry. I said, ma'am, I just let her sleep. Huh? If it's what you need, ma'am, you sleep. She said, I, she slept for like 5 minutes. But when she woke up, she felt so much. Hey, Tasha, she felt so much better. Hey, this is your call, not mine. Sure, ask me the questions, Agnes. Ask me the questions. Man, this is your call, not mine. But the thing is, when calmness comes and when quiet comes, many of you can't stand stillness. Stillness puts you out. You see, in my stillness, I like to just be alive and experience it. You have to be asleep. It's like you want to sleep through the storm. If your stillness is a storm, then we have problems. You heard me? If your stillness is your storm, we have problems. I don't think you'll understand what I just said. I don't think you'll understand how big of a deal. If your stillness is your storm, yeah, Tasha, if your stillness is your storm, we have problems. Some of you, our stillness, as soon as we try to meditate, that you're not aware, you are back to unconscious. You see, here's the thing. When you are deep in your mind, you are completely unconscious. You can't fix nothing. You can't change nothing because you are unconscious. And so you leave in the unconscious to come conscious just to go back to unconscious. Because when you are in your head, in your mind, in your thoughts all day, you are unconscious. You don't know what's happening. You don't know what the hell is happening. Yeah, yeah, living in craziness. Nothing to focus on. When you're in your mind, right, all day you're unconscious. People will, hey, I'm sorry, I was deep in thoughts. You was not there. You was gone. And so when I say, hey, let's meditate, take some deep breaths. Drop your shoulders, relax your neck, arms, stomach, thighs, relax. My body's relaxed. Just breathe. Back to unconscious. It is. It is. But it's a practice. See, it was good but weird. Experiencing true moments of calm sleep can only happen when there is safety. To stay awake, that makes sense too, right? Here's the thing. The reason why we travel back in the past so much, and the reason why we go back to our trauma so often. See, the present moment, think about it. If I tell you to just sit still, just relax yourself, sit still. If I tell you something like this, sit still, take about 5 deep breaths. 5 deep breaths in and out slowly. Not forced breath, but in and out. In and out. The next time I exhale, I'm going to relax my body. I'm going to imagine all the life in my body is being removed. The next time I exhale, I'm going to remove everything that I have, every stimulation, every thought, every feeling, The next one, I'm going to focus on this breath. Everything is out, gone. Now I'm sitting here. I'm going to talk it through. All I'm doing is focus on my breath. But only because I'm talking to you guys, I'm speaking. I breathe in. I breathe out. As I breathe in, I am experiencing the breath in my body. I experience my chest rise, my stomach rise. and it's no blockage going in. I pause at the top, no rush, and I exhale all the way out. My body is deflated. I let it all go. No rush to breathe back in again. Focus on my breath. That same breath leaves the body. When a person is here, they have no stimulation in their bodies or in their minds. It's quiet. To some, it's boring. It's like going to church where the pastor is preaching and you just get sleepy instantly because there's no stimulation. You're not listening to the words to stimulate you. When the pastor stops speaking, or after he says prayers, when you hear amen, all of a sudden you're waking up. You have all this energy because you're about to get stimulation from conversation, from playing, from driving, from eating, from touching. And so when you cannot be stimulated in this moment, when your stimulation is not working, you go back in the past and think about stimulation, past situations, past circumstances, and past people to stimulate that brain of yours, that feelings. You gotta be stimulated to feel like you're alive, to feel like you have purpose. Because this being still makes you feel guilty for doing nothing. This being still, in this stillness, nothing is happening. You're just breathing. In this moment that all exists, that only exists, you're not sick. You don't have trauma. You don't have problems in this moment. Nobody is abusing you in this moment. Think about it. Nobody is bothering you. Nobody is cheating on you, lying to you. It's just you and your breath. Now I'm going to add something to it. Are you all interested in this or not? Or should I stop? Because I know some people get bored very quickly when it comes to these type of stuff. I don't want to bore you all to death. But actually I was enjoying that. Let me show you something. Let me show you when I add something to it, okay? Let me show you when I add something to it. I'm breathing in. In I go. Then out. Now, before I breathe in, I'm going to think about love and how love feels. Imagine how love feels. And imagine love is right in front of my nose. When I breathe in, I'm going to connect my breath to love and pretend that I'm bringing love into my body through my breath. So as I inhale, I bring love in. And I imagine my body feeling that love, that joy. And as I exhale, all the pain disappears. I remove all the jealousy, the anger. So now I'm using my breath for intentions. Each breath is intentional. Each breath is intentional. Each breath is intentional. And based on your level of imagination, you can create that within your body. So as I inhale, I imagine what love feels like. How is it to be loved? How love will connect to my heart and my body. I bring it in, taking my time. There's no rush to bring it in. As I exhale, I forgive you, I forgive him, forgive. I remove all those things that don't fit love. Because I got to bring in one and remove one. Peace. Let's do peace. What is peace? Imagine if everything is going, but you are still not being touched. You are still not being harassed. There's nothing going against you. Imagine when you're imagine if you bring in peace into your mind and your body through your breath. So right in front of your nose, as you breathe into your nose, imagine peace is coming into your body. And as peace comes into your body with your breath, I want you to experience the peace. Go ahead, inhale it. Take your time. No rush. There's no force. Take your time. Bring it in. Some of you all will have tears in your eyes when you experience what peace really is. Exhale all the chaos. Imagine all the chaos is gone when you exhale through your breath. Let's bring back peace again. Inhale slowly, bring in peace. If everything was lovely, God provides all my needs are met. It's God and me, all my angels surround me. Life is for me. I am one with life. And as I exhale, all my worries, all my stresses are being released. Each breath is intentional. Each breath, imagine joy. I want you to bring in joy. How would I feel if I was joyful? And as I feel that joyful, as I experience that definition of joy in my own definition, I'm going to breathe it in through this nose, and in this breath, I'm going to experience it in my body. As I exhale, I'm going to exhale all the misery, all my stress, all the way out until my body feels light and relaxing. No rush, all the way out. Pause. Breathe in joy again. If joy is in your body, how would you feel? Can you imagine yourself? Are you smiling on the inside? Would you be free? That's how I use my breath. And listen, okay, now wake your butts up. Wake your butts up now. Come back to sleep. Some of y'all got sleepy. Some of y'all are talking about, oh Lord. Kirk, I don't know what you just did. I did it. I didn't breathe for you. Right? I didn't breathe for you. You breathe for yourself. But imagine if each breath, imagine if each breath had a direction. Imagine if each breath had an intention. You're not sleepy, Speedy? Notification. Imagine if each breath has a place to go and something to do, a task to fulfill. You see, you just walking around breathing all day, not even realizing what you are doing. And that's why we're depressed. You don't realize the power within you, in your lungs. You don't realize that the power is within you, so you're looking for it on the outside. We're looking for excess stimulation on the outside. People and love. We're looking for love when you just... Let me ask you a question. How did you feel when you brought it into your body? Love and peace. How did that feel? Did you imagine it? Did you feel it like it was real? How did you feel when you actually imagine love and you welcome it into your body for the first time in a long time? You actually welcomed it into your body. Third eye, imagination, bring in the things you want now to experience. Indeed. All notifications on. I'm telling, it feels magical. I'm telling you, it's a very beautiful place to go. So when I say, back to the original, very peaceful and calming and awesome. When I say to start looking at yourself as a perfect being, it means you have the choice of bringing love and peace and everything to you that you desire. Everything, you can bring everything to you. Why do you think that you are not? Why do you think something is wrong with you? Why do you think a broken crayon can actually color? Even if you are broken, you are still, you have the option. You just don't practice it as much. You just don't practice it. It's like you have the tools, but you don't use them, but your stuff is broken. And you're complaining about your stuff is broken. Learn how to use the tools. Everything that you need is within you. So how do you bring that love in? You have to practice. You have to change the program by practicing a new standard, a new reality. And you know what though? You see how my numbers going down? Because nobody wants to learn these things. You see how my numbers going down? Nobody wants to learn these things. Nobody wants to learn these things. Why would you want to learn this when I can blame my daddy for not being there? Why would I learn this to be accountable for my own self when I can blame my ex-wife and keep the blame going? Why? Why would I have to, listen, why? Why? Why would I want to be learning this and studying this when I can blame social media for making me anxious? I can blame combat for making me depressed. Why would I want to learn this? No, I ain't learning this crap. It's boring. It's very boring. People want to remain. This is why for many people, I don't feel sorry for many people. I don't feel sorry for many people. Because many people are the... Do you know I learned this one thing? We are where we want to be. It's hard work, right? It's bitter pill, but one of the most effective pills we all have to learn to swallow. Indeed. Self-accountability. We are all where we want to be. We are all where we want to be. We want to do and say as we want to speak as we want to speak and expect life to just, you know, submit to us. We don't want to learn this. Why would you want to learn? This is boring. This takes time. I mean, you want me to sit here for 30 minutes? I got shit to do. Right? I mean, right though? Hey, Black Barbie, how you doing? Eyes to see will hear and see, and those who don't will remain deaf and blind, will remain in silence and darkness. Indeed. I think sometimes we have the intentions but the wrong strategy. Some can. But I'm telling you. Listen, I'm telling you. Hey, Marco Polo, how you doing? But I'm telling you, we have to find the right strategy. We have to knock on doors now. Remember, all this energy, all this knowledge that we have. Somebody asked me the other day, how do you stop overthinking? I think people are suffering from overthinking. I'm doing amazing to Marco Polo. Thank you for asking. Kirk, how do you stop overthinking? I hear the question so often. How do you stop overthinking? Because the overthinking is killing me. The overthinking is killing me. Listen, overthinking is not what the problem is. When I met you all in the new space in life, that's amazing, Cecily. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So how do you stop overthinking? Your problem, believe it or not. Do you all have that problem, overthinking? That's right, Gracie. Do you know the problem is not your overthinking? You know that's not the problem. That's not the problem. The problem really is you don't learn how to accept what is. If you can't accept what is, you will overthink everything. If you can't accept the truths of life, the reality of your life, people leaving, people doing this, people doing what. If you can't accept what is, you're going to always find the reason to overthink. Because nothing will never be good enough. And so many of us, we overthink, thinking that overthinking is the problem. My problem is overthinking. No, your problem is not being able to accept the truth. Accept the reality. If you can't accept nothing because things should be this way, things should go that way, this should be here, this, if you have that reality going on, what it should be, what it shouldn't be, then you will never find peace. Therefore, you have to overthink. You have to make it in a way that you're going to put. The second thing, the second reason why we cannot stop overthinking is because here's the next truth. Your intuition is speaking to you. But the things that your intuition is telling you, your feelings and your emotions doesn't like it. And so when your intuition tells you, hey, stop talking to that person, you have to find a reason. You have to find a way how to bring your own logics, to bring your own thoughts. You want to go against your intuition, arguing with your intuition, talking to yourself in there. Well, he probably didn't mean it though. Maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm just... And so you are trying to find a way to go against your intuition. Hey, Shug, how you doing? We overthink when we try to go against our intuition. Do we know this? Because the truth is always there. Please, everyone. Indeed. The truth will always come. But when the intuition tells you what it is, you don't like how it sounds. You don't like the idea. You don't, no, no. But well, what if I can? Your intuition tell you, hey, stop smoking cigarettes. Here comes the, well, maybe if I smoke like 4, just 4 a day instead of 10, maybe, because my intuition telling me to not smoke anymore. But you know, maybe if I only smoke 3 instead of 4, I mean 4 instead of 10, maybe I'll. And so we find ways to reason with our intuition. Over then the overthinking stays. The thing is, we know the truth. We just don't like it. We just go against it. So we call ourselves overthinkers. And then by we calling ourselves overthinkers, we go farther. Kirk, how do you stop being emotional? Your problem is not with emotions. Your problem is with is with your thoughts. You have constant thoughts that you can't control. So your emotions are just acknowledging your thoughts. Your emotions are just obeying your thoughts. Your emotions are just flowing with your thoughts. If you have thoughts and feeling, I mean, if you have thoughts, continuous thoughts, then your emotions are up and down, hot and cold. And that's why, how do you stop being emotional? Well, first, number one, they all are complete. They all are one. They all are sync. Your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your actions, your behavior, what you attract, they're all in sync. What you have is all connected. It's one circle. If you want to stop one, you have to look at all the other 4. You have to. You really have to. And so to look at other 4, you have to be mindful. Now you got to be still. And being still bores you because when you get still, you want to fall asleep. And so now the same issue comes again tomorrow. Then you have the same issue again the next day. Then the next day. Then the next day. Because when you become still, you fall asleep. So you don't have time to deal with it. You see, if stillness makes you fall asleep, you can't solve anything. If stillness makes you fall asleep, you can't solve anything. Sleep is too sweet. Yeah. You say your thoughts change when I change my environment? Yeah, yeah. That will happen. But listen, to be honest, this is why we call self-love, which is not, I don't like to use that term self-love, but this is why love within thyself is very important. Love within yourself is very important because you can't experience love outside of yourself. Because the only place to experience it is in yourself. You have to learn it within yourself. You have to acknowledge it within yourself. You have to see it within yourself. And only when you acknowledge it and when you connect to it, can you see it on the outside of yourself. Because it doesn't exist on the outside. But to have that love on the inside, to have love and resentment is very hard. To have love and jealousy is very hard. They are fighting for their survival. They're fighting for their power. What's up, Candy? How you doing, girl? Long time to see. To have love coexist with a whole bunch of hate in your past is very hard. And so you must choose one. You gotta choose one. You can't serve 2 masters. You have to choose one. And so you might realize that, self-love is not about not going out to do your nails and having a new hairstyle and dressing up and being pretty. It's really about forgiving yourself. It's really about changing your anger into joy. It's really about dealing with those emotions that is causing you to not love yourself. It's the emotions that's causing you to not love yourself. When you deal with those things, love will actually be more expressed and be more visible. You said those things can contribute to love. Those things are outside things. Those things make you feel good. You mean the doing hair and doing the makeup and I mean do what you gotta do. But those things make you feel good about yourself, but the love ain't there. Listen, we have to stop looking at love as a feeling. We really gotta stop looking at love as a feeling. Because I think we look at love as a feeling. See, because when we look good and we feel good, we think that's love. That ain't love. That's a matter of fact, it's the opposite of love. You know what the opposite of love is? It's not hate. The opposite of love is actually conditional love. Conditional. That stuff is torturous. Listen, listen. Conditional love is torturous. If you want to know, if you don't believe me, love your kids conditionally and see what happens. Torturous. It's torture. They will act out. They will be. If you want to see the opposite of love, love your family or your kids, or you be loved conditionally and see how much pain and suffering that you'll be in. Conditional love. That stuff is toxic, is ridiculous, is hateful, is, listen, you will have all types of stuff in you. Listen, that conditional love, that's how children get to be what they are. Oftentimes. It's when you begin to hate your husband or your wife. When you begin to feel unwanted. When something is good, they show you all this love. Something is wrong, they pull it back. They removed it. Something feels good, hey, they give you gift. Something feels off, they pull it back. And when you experience that, it's pain, it's suffering, it's questioning. Your value change, your self-value, the way you think about yourself, the way you experience life, the way you see yourself. It F's with you. That conditional love, it is chaotic. So we can put on our makeups and do our hair and feel good. Then you come back in your bed and you can't sleep at night. That's trauma. When we can feel good and dress up and we can love, but when we take that makeup off and that hair off, we back to that place, it's even worse, ain't it? When we get the promotion, when everything is going good, we have this high level of we call it love, but it's love. And then when the promotion is taken away, when the house, then now it's trauma. Listen, that is abusive. And that's how we treat ourselves. Conditionally. It's conditional. It's conditions. That will F with anyone. But the way how, if you want to love yourself, remove the anger. Say, listen, forgive your people. Remove the anger. Remove that bitterness. Seriously, remove that bitterness. Forgive your ex. Forgive your daddy. Forgive your mama. Forgive your kids. They don't need to be the reason. Stop using them as an excuse why you don't love yourself. Stop using people as an excuse. You know, when the Creator calls you home and say, hey, why haven't you loved? Well, that damn husband that you gave me. Well, you know, that mother that you gave me caused it. Hey, you're a grown woman. You still, what, like, we ain't learned this yet? Like, you a grown-ass woman. You a grown-ass man. You ain't figured out this is your choice yet? You can't keep making excuses. You can't keep making excuses. You can't keep making excuses. I don't care if you try or not. You can't. It still doesn't complete you. You still feel weird. It still feels off. You can't make excuses anymore. I don't care what your father did, what your mother did, what your kids did, your husband, your wife, your ex-girlfriend. It doesn't matter. Now is time. This is my choice. I have to choose what I'm doing. I have to choose my life. If you can't choose, guess what? Does getting a mentor help? It does. It does. Somebody who can assist you on your journey, it does. I ain't saying it's easy for everybody because it takes time and effort. It takes awareness. It takes a lot of awareness. A lot of awareness. A whole lot of it. It takes so much awareness. But all things come together. You want to love yourself? Check the resentment. Indeed, Speedy. Check the resentment that you have. Can you take a deep breath? Are you still triggered? Remove those triggers. It's stopping you. Facts, Kerry. I mean, some of us, we have all these triggers. And you know, social media, y'all make this stuff sound so normalized. Y'all normalize these things by people telling you it's okay not to be okay. God, it's okay to be triggered. It's okay. Because people tell you to remove everybody. Hey, Yasmina, they are showing you the life, like remove everybody from your life because everybody will trigger you. What? Learn to understand that you're just selfish. Why are you so triggered? Fix your stuff. No man is an island. You're not supposed to be here by yourself, going through this by yourself. Social media is telling you everybody's gonna hurt you. Everybody this, stop messing with people. Leave people alone. Be by yourself. And then we have the biggest level of depression that ever existed today. The biggest level of depression and anxiety rate in history is now. The biggest history of depression and anxiety because you all don't want to deal with your triggers because you think something is always wrong. You think somebody needs healing. I need healing. And when in fact that ain't nothing wrong with you, you just don't like the way how life went. You don't want to accept the way how life chose to go. You don't want to accept your lessons. You don't want to accept the way or the path life went. This is not this is not your control. You don't get to say how life goes. You get to live. You get to live. That's what you get to do. Live. You don't get to tell me how the hurricane is going to come. You get to experience it and live after it. You don't get to tell life how it should be and how it shouldn't be. And you all want to tell life how it should go. Life has been here for billions of years. You have been here 30. How dare you? How dare you? It's crazy. And so when life don't go the way how they told you it should go, I need healing. Why? 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 Hey, Stacia. Why you need healing for? Why you need healing? Why do you need healing? Why? Because somebody told you that this wasn't supposed to. My husband left me. I need healing. Why? What's wrong with you? Nothing is wrong with you. He left. Why do you need healing? There's nothing wrong. Why do we call this sickness upon ourselves? And then when we get sick, we're confused. We don't know why our bodies are drained, why I'm so tired, why this, why that. Let people be what and who they are. Let folks be what they are. This is not your business. Your business is to actually be okay. Your business is to actually understand that you have a choice. Your business is to understand that God walks with you. Your business is to understand that people are going to come and they're going to go, ain't none of it your business. They're going to like you or they're not going to like you. Ain't none of it your business. Your job is to realize that ain't nothing wrong with you. The storm comes and F the trees up. The trees next season, the tree bears fruits again. Leaves to grow back. What's taking you so long to grow back? What is going on? What are you all thinking this is? Kindergarten? You don't have to put no effort? Why do you all think that the storm shouldn't touch you? Who are you? Why do you all think people shouldn't leave you? Who do you think you are? And this is why Christ came here in the Bible, to show you exactly, no matter who you are, no matter who sent you, life will F with you. People will F with you. People will resent you. They will reject you. They will hate you. They will stone you. But yet you all think that you all are special. Why do you think I need healing? Why? I don't understand why you all think that you all are so weak. You are okay. You experienced some crap. We all did. Your stuff is not the worst. You've seen some things. We all did. You have touched some things. It has burnt us. But why would you ignore this present moment when nothing is happening? This time is to have a rest, to have peace because there's shit happening and you all can't even enjoy this peace because you're going back. I need healing. Why do you all think something is wrong? Nani Puffins, thank you so much. Thank you, Nani. Thank you so much. Hey, Ali, how you doing? I'm just like, wait, I need healing. You know why you need healing? Because you feel sick. Try feeling healed and see what happens. Try feeling healed. Have you ever, when is the last time you felt healed? You can feel sick all you want. You can feel rejected and neglected. You feel angry. You feel this. You feel miserable. You feel resentful. You feel resentment. You feel anxious. When is the last time have you felt healed? You felt sick, so your body gets more sick. You felt more anxious, you get more sick. Your chest begin. You feel broke, you get more poor or more poverty. You feel sad, you lose more people. You feel insecure, everybody teases you. Do you not understand that you are commanding the universe with your own feelings and your emotions? You are commanding the entire universe with your feelings and your emotions, and yet you continue to command it to go that way. And when it's going that way, you get mad. Command the universe by feeling healed. What the hell is wrong with you all? Nothing wrong with you. Nothing at all. Somebody curse at you. Who you think you're talking to? You. He's talking to you. So what? They can curse at you. What you want to curse them back for? Because when you curse them back, all you're doing, you are putting yourself out there to destroy your own self. You are causing curse to yourself. It doesn't work. Listen, once I become awakened, open, I can't do the things that I used to do anymore. It doesn't feel right and it doesn't make sense. I don't want to curse at you. I don't want to hurt you or disrespect you because I'm doing it to myself. It's my words from my heart. So therefore, it affects me. It doesn't affect you. It affects me. So therefore, I'm aware. I realized that if I felt neglected, everybody leaves. When you feel abandoned, everything leaves. Because everything must obey your words and your feelings. If you feel abandonment, everything will leave. And you will make it feel like it's true. But you are commanding everything. Your finances leave, your health leave, your family leave, your friends leave, your relationship leaves. Everything will leave you because you are given abandonment to the universe. You expect to smile at the mirror and the mirror, you expect to frown at the mirror and the mirror will smile at you. That's not how it works. Hey, Tabby. It doesn't work that way. If you go in front of the mirror and you frown, it gives you back your own damn sorry ass face. It gives you back your own sorry ass face. It reflects your own sorry ass face to you. Why should this mirror reflect a better face when you're giving it a sorry ass face? You think that you can give the universe resentment and bitterness and the universe gives you back love? How? Where did I do that? I wish it was the case. Then I want to be aware of my own emotion. I would be careless and reckless too. If I can give the universe anger and resentment and bitterness and it gives me back love and joy and happiness, shoot, I would be out there acting the fool. But you think that you can give the universe whatever you want to give it and it gives you back love. How? What? How? How? Because you have a reason? Because you have a reason? Because you have a justification? When I'm justified in my anger, go ahead. Be justified. Be justified then. I'm justified because somebody did this to me. Go ahead. I ain't telling you to not be justified. Be whatever you want to be. But it's foolish to expect you to give hatred and anger to the universe and it gives you back love and peace. You painting your own picture. Exactly. You're painting the picture. You're creating your own life. But when life, listen, how do you think? You know, I realize, man. Hey, Terrell, how you doing? I realize This generation has everything. You speak love affirmation, but you still struggle. Speaking affirmations don't do anything for you. Somebody told you that nonsense too. Somebody said to say, I love myself. King Kubaba, what's good, girl? You say you speak love affirmation, but because to speak something is irrelevant without the feeling. You say, I love myself, but you feel hate. Which one you think you're going to accept? The hate. If you say, I am rich, but yet you feel poor, which one do you think is stronger? The words or the feelings? Think about it. Think about it. If I say, I love you, but I don't mean it, don't you pick that up? Have somebody ever told you, I love you, but they wasn't being honest? Which one did you pick up? Did you pick up the love or did you pick up, you're lying? Somebody ever say, I miss you, but you feel, I don't think you're honest. Because you feel off. Because it's not true. It's not true. You see, for it to be true in your affirmation, the feelings and the words must match. This is your feelings. Why can't you feel how you want to feel? Why can't you feel how you want to feel? If I say I love myself, why can't I feel it too? If I say I love myself, my job is to feel it. It's not for you to feel it. Thank you, Stacia. See, some of you all want to do affirmations, but you don't mean what you were saying. Your mouth, your heart is far from God, but your mouth is right there. Isn't that one of the scriptures? The people praise me with their mouths, but their hearts are far from me. Listen, it's not real. The people praise me with their mouths, but their hearts are far, far from me. Listen, when you say I am loved, but your heart is far from you, it doesn't feel good, does it? A matter of fact, you begin to laugh at yourself. This don't feel right. If you want affirmations to be real, you have to imagine. You do remember when I was giving you that meditation just now? When I was telling you before you breathe in love, you have to imagine love in your body. You have to experience it. You have to embody it. You have to let it, imagine what it is, how we feel, and you have to pick up the feeling of it. That's how you do affirmations. You cannot just say, I love myself, and that stuff works. You have to imagine it. You have to embody it. If I love myself, how would I feel? I begin to feel it. Affirmation is done slow because it has to connect. I love myself, right? Hey, Bertha, how you doing? Good to have you. It's like this. I love my... So let me teach you affirmations because I think many of us ain't got it. I love myself. Oh, I am love. Let's say I am love. I am love. 3 words. Number 1. First, I have to define love because my brain has to have something to go towards. When I say the word love, you see, when you say the word cat, the brain goes to an animal, hairy, 2 eyes, furry tail, little nose, 2 cute little eyes. The brain automatically, bam, it goes cat up, right there. When I say love, my brain has to go to a specific place too. Some of you think love and you think abuse. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Some of you, when you hear relationship, when you hear the word relationship, some of you all don't get sick sometimes. You don't think cheating, lying. Some of you all hear husbands or relationship or boyfriend, you think cheating. Men are trash. Don't that come to your mind, right? That comes to your mind. And so every time you get a boyfriend, you get trash because you're relating the terminologies, the boyfriend to trash. So every time a boyfriend comes to you, trash comes to you. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You associating the word to a definition, to a meaning, to an image. The image is what you get. Relationships are hard. When you think of a relationship, it's hard. It's too much work. So when you get into one, you have to prove it to be hard. Even if it's not hard, you got to make it hard. Because it must be facts. So what is love? Define love. You have to define love first. I call love acceptance of myself. Full acceptance. I don't judge myself or criticize myself. Let me tell you all the men I used to be. Because maybe you all don't understand the men I used to be. I used to be a very selfish man. An abuser. a cheater. I cheated many, many, many times. I took advantage of many women, many times. Seriously. I did some things that you will never imagine. If you knew me then, you probably would hate me. If I tell you what I did, you probably would hate me now. The why is irrelevant. The why is irrelevant. Don't ask why. Whys don't matter. I just did. Don't ask why to understand and to feel pity or to look for a reason why. Why is irrelevant. That's just what I was. Doesn't matter why I was doing all that cheating and all that stuff. I did it. You are missing the point. 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 You are going off. When I look at myself now, do you know what I see? I don't see that in my life. I don't see that in my life. I don't see it. I don't judge myself based off it. I don't critique myself based off it. That was once my self-image. My self-image is different. I can't go from an old self-image. I chose this image now. Let me live from this image. This is my reality. This is my consciousness. I have to choose one. So now I choose this self-image. This self-image, don't go back and do the things that I used to do because it never worked. It brought pain and suffering to everybody who I touched. I like to bring peace and happiness to people in my life. My kids, my family, my friends. I bring peace and happiness. If I touch you, something is gone. Some pain is moved. That's what I bring. And I realized I couldn't bring that with doing all these lies and cheating and misbehaving. Now let me switch over into a different reality. Because it wasn't working. Do you get it? So I know I don't beat myself up. I'm not out there talking about, I know I'm not worthy, I'm not. No, listen, stop. What you do, listen, I want you all to understand something. You see what you was made to be? You are letting actions and past behaviors make you think that you are different than what you are. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Now it's time for love. I feed myself that love. It was love that I was missing. I looked for it. To my ego, to my feelings, for stimulation. I looked for it. It was never enough. I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked. Couldn't find it. Now I just give myself that love. That's all I was missing. There is nothing wrong with you but a thought and a belief system. The beliefs that you are carrying is whooping your asses. How do you feed your self-love? Give me a second, let me put this light on. I'm coming back. How do you feed your self-love? How do you feed your self-love? You're still growing? Good. How do I feed my self-love? I forgive everybody who have hurt me. That's not what you all want to hear because you all don't think that's important. Love is always there. Love was never missing. Love never disappeared. You got distracted based on your emotions, what people did, what they said to you, who ghosted you. Love was never there. I mean, love was never gone. Love was always present. So to feed my self-love, I must remove the anger. So let me see why am I angry. I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive my ex-wife, I forgive this, I forgive that. When I began to remove those things, love was fully present. It was always present, but it was fully expressed. This is love. It's not no supernatural feeling. It's not no supernatural. Love is simple. I think it's a big deal. Listen, you know how simple love is? Let me tell you how simple love is. Imagine you have one opportunity to play, you have one opportunity to ride on this ride. You could ride on this ride one time, right? You go to this park, this amusement park, and there's a ride that you want to go on, but you only go on it once. One time. Once in your life. Because that's the only time that you're going to visit that amusement park. When you get on that ride for that one time, what are you expecting? Ain't you anxious? Ain't you nervous? This is going to be your only one experience of it. It better be the best experience. It better be great. It better be the only thing. And so the anticipation is strong. The feeling is strong. The thoughts are strong. Your body is... Because it's a big deal. You want to get to do it once. Imagine if that ride didn't feel too good. It broke down. Your entire imagination of that ride is terrible. It was the biggest deal, the thing that you wanted the most, and it didn't work out in your favor. The ride stopped. Your whole life, your whole day is ruined. Your whole life is ruined. Imagine for the people who lives in that area, who works on those rides, who run the rides. Do you think they think it's a big deal like you are, like you do? Do you think that they think it's a big deal? They live right there. They're doing it on a regular basis. They could ride it whenever they want to ride it. Do you think they think it's a big deal? Is it a big deal for them, do you think? What do you all think? Do you see them the same? Do you love it more or less than they do? You all there? You all get quiet on me. Let me give me a second. Probably not a big deal. It's like love. Hey Renee, it's like love. You want to fall in love one time in your life. Hey Rena, sometimes you fall in love one time in your life and to you it's the biggest deal. So you worried and you scared and you want to make sure it goes this way and it goes that way and you want to make sure it happens this way and it gotta be that way and it gotta happen this time and you gotta be this age and you gotta be this height and this because love is a big deal to you. Now imagine if you love every day. Imagine if you love every day. Imagine if you loved every day. When you love every day, you realize you're not afraid to lose it because it must be your choice. When you love every day, you realize it's not the person that you love, it's the love that you carry that makes the person special. The person is not special, the love is special. Hey, Miss Sada, how you doing? It's not the people, it's the love that makes them special. And so I learned that if you love every day, you don't get hurt. When you love only one time, you get hurt. You see how simple and yet ridiculous that sounds? When you love one time, you get hurt the most. When you love every day, love is always there. Love is the healing energy. Love is how you free yourself. Love is the ability to remove from all the pain and the suffering. That's what love does. When you choose to love every day, you don't get hurt like you love one time. See, when you have done something just once in your life, you expect it. And if it doesn't go your way, it crushes your entire experience. If you do it so often, it doesn't. Well, thank you, Exalted. I appreciate that. Same to you too, man. Thank you. You all are trying not to love on a regular basis. You all are loving once in your life, twice in your life because you think it's a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's something that you should be doing. It's something that you should be doing. Twiggy, how are you doing? It's something that you should be doing. It's something that you should just be in for the rest of your life. You all doing it one time. That's why it hurts so much. That's why I'm so afraid to love because you all don't do it. Seriously. Thank you, Manifest. Thank you, Monica. It's because you don't do it. It's like people who don't go to the gym. You go to the gym one time, you get sore. I ain't going back. It hurts. I go to the gym every single day. I get sore. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I realize there's some discomfort that comes with the pain of the gym. Hey, there's some discomfort that comes with the gym. True or false? I know that. I don't mind it. I've been in it many times. I felt those discomfort. Do you get me? You see, when you're not used to the gym, hey Maria, when you're not used to the gym, that discomfort, I can't sit down, I can't squat. See, when you don't love, when love is a one-time thing, when love is a one-time thing, I need healing, something is wrong, I can't breathe. When love is a daily thing, you realize, there's some discomfort that's gonna be there. When somebody that you love leave or dies or pass, there's some discomfort that's gonna be there. But I'm okay, because it's not my first rodeo. It's not my second. I do this every day. This is what I do. Indeed, it's what I do. But you see, leg days, right? Terrell, exactly. But we have to understand. See, we don't think like that. So everything is a punishment to you. You use everything as your punishment. You know, people, man. People, Lord, we use everything for a reason to suffer, don't we? Well, what about trust and relationship to ourselves? We lose trust in our ability to recognize deceitfulness. We use every excuse not to be free. We use every excuse not to be free. Every single one. Not to love ourselves. Hey, Tracy. We use every reason not to be free and to love ourselves and be peaceful. I realize the more you love is the more you are free from the pain. Like I said, I go to the gym every single day, 7 days a week. I run about 5 days a week. I feel a little pain, but I know that comes with running. When you love, there's going to be pain in love. There's always pain in love. It'd be foolish to think that there's no pain. There's pain when you choose to love. But when you understand, it's just the normal pain, the soreness. It's okay. The soreness goes back down. The soreness. Well, we suffer everything. You're single, you cry. You're married, you want a divorce now because it's pain. You don't have kids, you're not a woman. You have kids, oh my God, they are so bad. You don't have a job, you feel useless. You have a job, oh my God, I feel stressed. I'm so tired, they annoy me. Everything you find problems with. This is why you can't find peace. Human beings, man, human beings find every reason to suffer. No matter what you have, you're hungry, you're suffering. Oh, my stomach hurt. You eat, you are full. Now you're sleepy, you're tired, your stomach hurts. You just get lazy. You don't want to work out. You suffer everything. You lose weight, you gain weight. You lose your ass. Everything you suffer. Human beings, you suffer everything. That's why it's not love. It's just you are just suffering because you are ungrateful as folks. Ungrateful. We are ungrateful as people. And so when you are given what you want, it's too much. I can't deal. You start your business, oh, nobody's coming to my business. You don't have a business, I don't have no money. It's always something, ain't it? And we don't even realize that. Always something. The issue is not love. The issue is that you don't love enough. Stop trying to love one time. I only fell in love. Somebody told me once, I will never fall in love again. I will never love another person. That sounds stupid. Somebody asked me the other day, is love even real? Well, do you love your kids? Well, yes, that's my kids. Well, then I guess it's real then. What the hell do you mean? If love ain't real, then you don't love your kids? What do you think love is? Love is within you. It's only within you. Love can't be real, so I guess you don't love your kids. No, I love my kids, then it's real. But why do we think it's something different? Why do we think it's something supernatural? Why do we think it's something that's just This, just because I love you, I expect you to love me back the same way. How? And then I realize we are choosing people who don't have the capacity to carry love. I learned this, man. When you don't love yourself, you will unconsciously choose people who don't have love to give you. Those are the ones that you're going to choose to love. So when they don't love you back, you're going to find reasons why you don't love yourself, because I know I'm not worthy. That's why you can't love me. I'm suffering. It's a lot of things that we do unconsciously that we don't realize. When you don't love you, you will find people who agree with you and don't love you back. But then you're going to find a reason, or the reason, to believe love don't exist. You will. And that's what happens. That's what we do. That's what we do all the time. Because just because you don't love you. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Twiggy. I'm so sorry to hear that. My condolences to your family. Somebody said, I've just lost my sister-in-law this morning after a heart operation. I'm so sorry to hear that. My condolences to you and your family. I know that's rough. But yeah, man. We choose to love people who don't carry love. And then we talk about the men and women. Men ain't shit. We're choosing the men. We're choosing a lot of men and women who have no intentions to love us. And then we categorize all men into this, or all women into this damn stuff. We're choosing them. Now, some of you don't want to some of you don't want to accept the fact that you're choosing these people, because of course not. Because how can I choose that person? I didn't choose that person. Because for you to say I chose them is for you to admit something to yourself that is some weird stuff. I don't care. Listen, let me ease your mind. You never know who you're choosing, by the way. Because you can think that you choose one person, but in all reality, that person could go through something, that person can change, that person can do. We don't know. We don't know what we get. People are not, you don't know what people are going to become. You don't know what people are going to do. As a matter of fact, you don't even know what you're going to do. But I'm telling you, we are the one choosing them. We are the one, we choose these people. We choosing people every day. Right. But we choose them. And when you choose somebody, you can choose to let them go. You can unchoose them too. I think just because you think if I choose you, I have to choose. Listen, sometimes you do something and you could stop doing it too. I don't know why you are thinking, well, because I choose him or choose her, I have to keep choosing them. That's up to you and your belief system. When your belief system telling you some crap, it's your choice. If I bite a cherry and I realize it was on pepper, I can stop biting it. I can throw it away. Oh, that's not what I wanted. But y'all want to make excuses because you know why? Because deep down inside, many of us are not happy. And it's not me saying that, by the way. Statistics shows that we're not happy. Statistics shows that we're not happy. We are the most ridiculous, ungrateful, miserable people, generation. We are. We really are. I remember back in the days, people's lifespan was 40 years old or 25 years old, or we can go up to 100. Still not happy. We're still doing the same crap. Somebody asked me, Kirk, how do you love? And what I said was stop trying to. Stop trying to love. That's why you effing it up. Seriously. How do you love? Stop trying. You effing it up. You're gonna screw it up. You're gonna screw it up. You're gonna make it feel awkward and weird. Stop. Leave it alone. Stop doing it. Stop trying. Seriously. Well, how? Why are you telling me to stop trying? Because you are trying. And that's why you mess it up. That's like you ask me, how do you breathe? And I tell you how to breathe, and you are trying to do it. And when you do it, you're gonna f it up. Love didn't come with a. Love was there even as a child. You didn't have to learn how to. It just happened when you relax. Relax yourself. Stop having all this anger and belief system and thinking that people are gonna leave you. People are gonna do this. Stop trying to be, listen, just stop trying. You will see it. When you stop trying to love, you love. Matter of fact, you probably do it right now, but you just don't really realize that you are doing it. Because you think it looks like a specific thing, and it doesn't. It's not a specific thing. As you grow, it grows with you. Understanding grows. You know, love brings understanding. But you want to love for real? Stop judging people. You have a man, stop judging him. You have a woman, stop judging her. You will see the love that you have for her. It's very hard to love your one person. You know, as a man, I know I told you guys I was a big cheater. One thing that I had to do to love my wife more was to, or to love, be able to love, or love my wife was to stop cheating. It's not that I don't love my wife, that's why I cheat. It's that my love was so divided. I was so divided. My attention was so divided. My feelings were so divided. My presence was so divided that it was hard to actually give her what she wanted. It was not because I didn't love her, that's why I cheated. It's a difference. Now, some of y'all ain't gonna hear what I just said. Some of y'all are gonna take whatever you wanna take from that. Seriously. Some of y'all are gonna hear what you wanna hear from that still. You realize, as a man, I realized when I stopped cheating, I could show my wife more attention because I don't have to look behind me all the time and checking phones and hiding things. I could focus more attention. When I focus more attention, wherever attention goes, your energy flows. And my energy began to flow that way. She expanded to me. When she expanded, my heart expanded. But it's not because of her, it's why I did it. I wanted to test myself and challenge myself. Can I love? Because at one point I thought I was sick. But I wasn't sick. I was just too occupied doing all these things. I wanted to challenge myself. Can I be faithful? How long can I be faithful for? Challenge myself. I challenge myself in everything. How long can I be without masturbating? Y'all don't understand these things. How long can I go without eating? How long can I go without being angry? How long can I go without speaking? How long can I go without... Listen, you challenge yourself. You want to trust yourself? Challenge yourself. You want to trust yourself? Challenge yourself. Prove to yourself that you are able to do it. Seriously. Prove to yourself that you are able to do it. Prove to yourself that whatever you challenge yourself with, you are able to do it. Next thing you know, everything that you speak, you will do. Your words and your action, you realize it's just words and action. You realize that you will do it. It becomes natural. It becomes a very simple thing to do now. Now, when you speak, you have to carry it out. You know, when I run in the morning time, it's a challenge because I can't cheat, even nobody's watching. If I say I'm going to do 3.5 miles, I have to do 3.5 miles. I cannot go under. Nobody is watching. Nobody. I want to say I did 3.5 miles today. I want that to be real. I want that to be truth. And when I speak it, it's from a whole different place. Does that make sense? And so I have learned to just make my words law. That's what a king does. Lori said, John 14:8. I don't know who was asking her this, or him. He says, Jesus answered, I am the truth, the way, and the life. No one comes to me, to my Father, except by me. Do you know what that means? Hey, DJ Corn Beef, how are we doing? Do you know what that means? That person who posted that? Because you all like to post these scriptures. Lori Vega, do you know what it means? Can I explain what that means since somebody posted? It sounds good, don't it? Can I explain to you what that means? Or you all don't want to hear? Thank you, Ramsey. Same to you, country face. Same to you. It says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to me but by my Father. Now, if I tell you what it means, I don't want you all. I want you all to just listen without judgment, okay? And then when I finish, think about what I said. But don't. I know we think that we know what it's saying. I am the Jesus answered. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to me. No one comes to my Father but through me. Do you notice that when Christ spoke, he always said, I am? The same words that God used when he says, who are you? He says, I am. Hey, who do I say sent me? Say, I am have sent you. Every time Christ spoke, Christ never said, I, Jesus. He says, I am. I am the way. I am. I am. Did you notice that when you speak, you say, I am too? Do you notice that when you speak, which words do you use? If I say, who are you? You notice that you say, I am? Do you notice that you and God and Christ called yourself the same thing? Do you all notice that? Do you all notice that you call yourself the same thing that Christ and God call themselves? It says Jesus was born through the Virgin Mary. Do you notice the Virgin Mary? You know what the word Mary means? It means water, unseasoned, unsalt, no sugar, nothing in it. No sugar, nothing. That's what Mary means. You know what the word the Virgin Mary stand for? You know what the Virgin was? The Virgin was the Virgo constellation on December. Do you know why you know why the death of Christ has no date, but the birth does? Do you understand that? Do you know this? For now, I don't want to piss nobody off. This is not a I don't want to say crazy stuff. I know you all already think I might be crazy for saying these things. Do you notice that the birth of Christ is a specific day, but the death is not? You all ever know that? When is Easter? Easter can be from March to the end of April. True or false? Do y'all notice that? You all notice that? But when your mom died, or when your grandfather died, or when your friend or your parents died, didn't they die on a specific day? And don't we keep that day every year as a memory? Every year as a, It's because when it came to Christ, the death of Christ, is when the sun crossed over. The sun crossed over, what do you call that? The equator, that line. When the sun crossed over the line is when it gave life to everything. That's when things begin to grow. The trees, the plants, the animals could eat the plants. We could eat the... Do you understand that the crucifixion was not that terminology before? We made it that way. That word, that term was the crucifixion, the crucifix, cross. When the Virgin Mary, which is the Virgo constellation, around the animals in the manger, it was centered in around the zodiac signs. Do you understand the animals in the manger? Do you understand that this Bible is written by the things that you hate the most, which is, I didn't want to really go in this space. It's the things that you can't stand the most. That's right, Kiara. It's the things that you can't stand the most. What do you call it up there? What do you call it? What do you call it again? A strategy. Do you know that? And on the 25th of December, that's when the Virgo constellation centered itself in the middle around all the other animals in the manger. The 12 damn animals. I want you all to do your research. Do your research. I'm not going to say anymore. But that scripture verse, I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am that. No one comes to my Father but by me. This is why you have to understand, you have to love yourself. Because you can't go to the Father but by you. You have to go to the Father through you. The Father is the pure consciousness, that heaven, that Christ consciousness, that crown. If you can't go through you, you can't get to him or it or whatever you call it. You have to be the light. You have to be the way. You have to find the way. The way is all within you. It's all. This is why he says the kingdom of heaven is within thy midst. That means you have to go in thy midst to get to the Father. Ain't that what he says? The kingdom of heaven is within thy midst. So therefore, no one comes to my Father but by me, because I am the way. No, y'all don't get it. I don't want to confuse people. I don't want to confuse you all. If I'm confusing you all, I apologize. But again, let's use logics. Let's use logics. Okay, let's use logic. If the kingdom of heaven is within thy midst, then where should I go? I must go in. So that means I must enter myself. I must be the way. Right? It's within me, so I must go in. To get to the Father, I must go through myself. No, Joel, does it make sense? Anyways, let me stop right there, because I don't want you all to think that I am an atheist and a whole bunch of stuff, because I'm not. You know, I think some people hear this type of stuff and you can't stand it because it's not what you was taught. It wasn't what I was taught either, by the way. I wasn't taught this, by the way. I wasn't taught this. When I learned these things, it effed me up. That's right. It messed me up. I'm like, wait, hold on, what? So this was talking about you this whole time? This was about me? I thought it was about Jesus? Good, Neil. It's you. You are the way. It's you. This is why he even tells you, hey, you see the things that I've been doing? You will do greater things to come. You will do greater things. You hear me? He said, you see the things that I've been doing? You will do greater things than I have. You will be. You will do. So when you I realize I use the same word as Christ, as God. I am. I am. Hey, who do I say sent me? Says, tell them I am has sent me. What? I am has sent. What's your name? I am. It's you. Who do you think I am is? You have to go and tell the stronghold to set you free. And when the stronghold says, whose authority? I am, my authority. I say to set, listen, it's you. God, you haven't got it yet. It's you. It's always been you. They just don't want to tell you this, because if they tell you, you're going to be powerful. You can't be controlled. It's you. You all wanna, I love Jesus. I don't like myself though. How does that work? Jesus was a healer. He healed the blind and brought the dead back to life and walked on water. Has anybody been in my life before when I assisted people through this camera right here to fix themselves? Has anybody been on my live before where I assisted in people's healing in that instantly? Has anybody ever seen that? Has anybody ever seen me do it? No? Nobody ever seen me do that here? I have been a recipient. That's what I'm talking about. Some people have seen me do it. But it's not me. Again, it's not me. It's all of us. It's not that hard. You know, see, listen. It's because you're talking about the simple things in life. I think we are so. That book was amazing. City episode was great. We do it. You know, 2 nights ago, my wife came home and she was sick. She was feeling pretty bad. And she said she'd been feeling sick all day. And she was laying on the bed and she's like, Kirk, I don't feel good. I've been feeling this all day. I said, hey, you okay? Said 2 verses about the zodiac. No, I didn't. I said, what's wrong? She said, I got this pain all day in my stomach. I said, you want me to move it for you? She said, yes. I said, okay, come on. Lift your throat up. And I placed my hand on her stomach. She said, Kirk, do you feel anything? I said, no, why? She said, because it's gone. I just hope that it doesn't come to you. I said, no, it doesn't come to me. I said, so the pain is gone? She said, yeah, she just left. It's not what you think. You see, you all think that's like, I think people hear that kind of stuff and think that it's like miracles. It's not miracle. Yeah, it's not miracle. It's very simple. It's not miracle. We all have the power. Listen, the Bible's, wait, didn't the same, didn't he say that people will do greater? Didn't he say people will do greater after I am gone? Didn't he say that? So why is it so hard to believe? Why is it weird? Because you don't believe that it could happen, but you are a believer. How you are a believer but don't believe that it happens? How you are a believer but you can't do it? How can you be a believer and a follower of Christ? Didn't all the followers of Christ heal the sick too? As a matter of fact, after he ascended, didn't all the disciples begin to do wondrous things? Heal the sick, cast out demons. Ain't that what the book said? The question is, why can't you do it? Don't ever doubt who you are. You don't worship men. Wasn't Christ a man? You don't know what you worship. You see, but that's the thing I'm talking about. Who asking for worship? You see how we go into these places? You see how insecure we are? I don't worship men. Who says to worship men? It's insecurity and it's fear. If you are a follower, then do what he did. Don't just, I believe, then do it too. Do it too. I follow certain people on here. I read their books because I want to do what they do. So therefore, I read their books, I study it, and I do it. I don't read it just to say, oh, that sounds good. You think I read the Bible just to say, oh, it sounds good? No, I'm doing it too. What is wrong with you all? Why would you read all this? Why would you read all that scriptures just to say, oh, this sounds good. I believe it. Do it for you to do. It's pointless just to read something just to say, oh, it's like reading a self-help book. Oh, self-help is good, but I'm still miserable. What's the point in reading it? What's the point? And so when I changed that mindset, when I looked at that mindset about myself, I was like, wait, the Bible says all these things. Healing the sick, casting out demons. Let me do this. Let me learn how to do those things. Let me learn to align with that power. If I can align with that power to do it, then I'll do it. You there talking about you don't worship men. Who said to anything about worshiping men? Come on, man. It's time to grow up. You know, we've been practicing and saying all these things for years and reading this scripture and quoting scriptures, yet you're still sick. No, I ain't judging you. Yet you're still sick. Yet you're still poor. Yet you're in poverty. Yet you're still weak. Yet you can't eat right. Yet you can't this. Yet you can't that. What's the point? If you're going to believe something, go all in. Go all in. What you stopping for? I didn't want to say that. I don't know why I said that, by the way. But how do you believe something and then don't do it? I mean, seriously. I'm not judging you, man. Come on. You stop using those terminologies. I'm not doing that. But anyways, y'all, let me get off of here. I've been on here for too long. I've been talking for too long. I've been with you for 4 years. You gave away knowledge or a path to research. Thank you. I try. I really try. Somebody time the person out. Jesus. Wait, well. Its root origin of word religion means to tie back, tie tight, or obligation and bond. So I don't teach my kids any religions. Job chapter 38 and verse 31 and 32. Can you bind the chains of, I don't know the word, or loose the cords of Orion? Can you lead forth the Mazzaroth in their season, or can you guide the bear with? Listen, Miranda, I'm telling you, people are gonna look over that and not realize what he's talking about. People are gonna see what he's talking about because nobody wants to know that what they have been taught is not the full story. The full story is it's not scary, it's freeing, but it sounds scary. Thank you. Listen, the full story is scary. As a matter of fact, we don't get the full story yet. But when you begin to practice and go deeper and go research, you have to knock on the door. If you don't knock on the door, nothing comes. What comes is the things that you don't want, the scraps. Seriously. Hey, Miss Fabulous. See, many of us, we think that we are blessed because we were born in a place or in a country or in a nation that practice certain religion and we got it for free. No, you ain't got it for free. You have to knock. Hey, Sharon, one thing about knowledge, you have to knock on the door because what they've been feeding you, how free are you? Are you really free? Free of what? Somebody asked me the other day, are you saved? I said, are you saved? What are you saved from? You have you have diabetes. You're not saved. Again, that doesn't mean that people with diabetes are not saved. It's like we look at things because we like to ask those questions. We like to ask those questions, but we don't understand what we are asking. Are you saved? Saved from what? The storm? None of us is saved from the storm. The storm hit all of us. Hits all of us in our lives. Every one of us gets hit. Every one of us get water. Every one of us. Hey, listen, every one of us get it. Lord, that's a lot of verses. Miranda, 10 to 17. Girl, my Bible is somewhere. Matthew 10, Matthew 13, 10 to 17. Give me a second. Matthew 10. Matthew 13, I mean. Give me a second. Matthew 13. Man, they got me reading. Listen. Hey, you all know, hey, you all know when we get older, you gotta hold a book so far from you. A second. Thank you, Renee. Thank you. Matthew 13. Okay. And we read, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him. Do you understand? So I'm glad that you gave me this verse. He said, "For whosoever hath, to him shall he be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever has not, from him shall he taken away even that which he hath." Now, I know this sounds really ridiculous. For whosoever hath, to him shall he be given, and he shall have more abundance. But the one that who does not have, from him shall be taken away even that which he has. This verse is one of the biggest confusion verse in the Bible. And it's because we think of it, we don't realize, just like how people say all the time, that's why the rich get richer and the poor gets poorer. To him that has, to him will be given more. The one that doesn't have. And it's not talking about Jesus. It's talking about in your mind, when you see in your mind that you have lack, when you see poverty, when you see a lack of relationship, when you see all raggedy people, when you see that you don't have strength, when you see that you are sick, health is being removed from you, money is being removed. For him that have, if you have an abundant mindset, more comes to you. If you have a lack mindset, more will be taken away from you. If you are not aware of your gratitude, if you are grateful, more is added. If you are not grateful, more is being taken away. A lot of us don't even realize that's what we are doing. We see lack. I don't have, I don't want, I don't have, I'm not enough, it's hard, I don't have, I'm single, I am this, and we see lack. That's why we can never keep anything. Every time we experience lack, more is removed, more is removed, more is removed, more is removed. So that right there is a very important scripture. Thank you, Shay. It's a very important scripture because it's how it works for real. This is why when you speak, this is Matthew chapter 13 and verse 12. This is why every time you speak and every time you think and when you visualize, you have to see. You have to see more. You have to see abundant. You have to see that. When you see it, then you add to it. This is why you have to have gratitude. Thank you, Real Express. But I mean, Real Empress. This is why. Because a lot of us, we see that we don't have. Do you notice that when you see that you don't have enough, you see that you don't have enough money, you see that you don't have enough place to stay, you notice that your back start to have pain and your knees start to have pain because it begin to be taken away from you. Everything begin to leave you. Okay? So verse 13 says, Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Esaias, which said, By hearing ye shall not hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people, man, listen, um, my eyes are, Miranda, you want my eyes to go. What's up, Nikki? How you doing? Them words are small, boy. Hey, when Christ wrote, his words are very small. But listen though, seriously, man, we have to be open. We have to change our programming. And I know people are gonna listen and think that I am probably by the way I was speaking that I don't believe. I actually read this Bible. Actually, when I studied this Bible, I have the Bible and like 4 different books on my counter. I actually studied my Bible. I know you all don't think, you all probably think I'm an atheist or, or whatever else. I'm not an atheist. I believe like how you believe. The only difference is I actually practice and do certain things. I do things. Belucha, how you doing? I actually do things. I don't just believe and have beliefs. I don't follow anything. I do. And so I have more understanding that I realize when I do it too, and I have a stronger. I realize when I start to. I remember when I start doing these certain things, it built my faith because now I understand. Oh, that's what Christ. Oh, so my faith was built not just because I seen it, it's because I've done it too. But I had to have faith before I've done it. Right? between believing and indeed. Indeed. And so when I started to practice these things, it went from a belief to a knowing, like someone said, to a knowing. And when you begin to know something, Lord, it's more powerful. See, when you believe something, you have doubts. You have a whole lot of doubts, man. You have a whole lot of doubts. But listen, though, I like speaking about these things, but I like only speaking about it in certain groups, in certain, you know, in certain scenarios, because I don't like to bring confusion and start debates and arguments and back and forth. You know what I mean? Like, well, because I don't think people listen to understand. I think people listen to defend what they believe. I was a believer of Christianity. I am still a full-fledged Christian. I just realized that. I just realized recently I am a full Christian, but not in the way how people are. I am a Christian in the way that I see, like, I am the way, the truth, and the life. It's really, I am. Indeed, indeed, Neil. And so when I take them words, I am, I am, I realize whatever comes after, you gotta be ready for it. I am. Whatever comes after, you gotta be ready for it. I am. Whatever comes after, you gotta be ready for it. You are creating on that I am. The I am is very powerful two words. I am. That's the name of God. We have to be aware. We have to be careful when you speaking about I am this and I am that and all this reckless world and all these reckless words that we using. I hear people say I am this bitch. I am crazy. I have a crazy mother effer. We saying all these things. What do you give? What do you? What you? Can you reword that question? Because I don't think I understand it. Agnes, or what gave me confidence is I don't know if that's confidence is confidence. Everything after I am are just beliefs. I hear you. What you see and hear, what you hear, but that infinite awareness. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, Jemski. I love it. I have infinite awareness. Somebody asked me a question. What you gave? What? Agnes, can you explain that? Can you restate that question? Because I don't think I understand it. But in the meantime, let me sorry, what gave you confidence? What confidence? Let me use the word confidence. What gave me confidence? This confidence stuff that people are looking for is just the ego looking for to be separated and to be more powerful and to be. You know what confidence is? Confidence is if I have and you don't have, I have confidence. If I know and you don't know, I have confidence. If I'm tall and you're not, I have confidence. If I have more money and you don't, I have confidence. And confidence become this thing about criticizing and is all confidence is this competition. And I don't think I have confidence or Godfidence or whatever it is. I don't look at myself as a confident man. I just realize that we are all in the same boat. Some might think that they are in a different boat, but they're not. I don't, some might criticize themselves because they're not good at one thing or this thing. But to be honest, confidence, what is it to have confidence in? Especially when you're living in this physical world, right? This confidence thing is just comparing ourselves. If you're gonna just be and be comfortable in just being, whatever we call confidence, the word that we call confidence might be a real thing if you can just be. But if you're gonna be and look to see where you are, look to see where you are, look to see where you are, that's not confidence. That's just ego. It's really stupidity. And so we have to learn. We have to learn. Yeah, we have to learn just to be. It means what makes you have understanding to speak the truth of the word. How did you figure it out? Is that what it means? Is that what you meant, Agnes? It mean Miranda said it means what made you have the understanding to speak the truth of the word. How did you figure it out? Okay, that's what you took from it. Um, Because I'm not worried about being judged. I'm not worried about being judged. I don't judge myself, so I don't worry about being judged. I mean, I don't mind being judged. I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind being ridiculous. I don't mind. I don't punish myself for you judging me or you thinking that I'm crazy and you thinking. I don't judge myself for that. And so I don't mind saying what I practice or what I believe or what I study or what you know what I'm saying? I don't mind that stuff. I don't wait for a sign. You know, I think many of us are waiting for a sign to when to start and when to do. I don't wait for a sign, right? When you open your eyes every morning, you have everything you would ever need. Indeed. How did you put it together? How did you come to the understanding of the truth of the Bible? I don't really understand anything. So, you know what, though, to be honest, the Bible is all about you. The Bible is only about you. The Bible is not about who we think that exists. The Bible is not about, you know, it's like, for instance, when the Bible speaks about the 12 disciples, I realize those 12 disciples are the 12 disciplines that every man must have. The 12 disciplines. Because when you look at the disciples, do you realize that each disciple had a different gift? There was completely different personality, different trait. And when you begin to understand those things, Christ was the one, he was the person. Everyone has 12 disciples or 12 discipline, or we must be great at, that we must practice. And so when you start looking at those things, you realize, wait, who was Adam? Adam was me too. Who was Christ? Christ had to be me too. Adam was how we were born. Christ is how when we gained that understanding, we became Christ conscious. And right, so I realized all these people was talking about me. Yes, yes, Leah? Come.
Can you tell us in literature?
Of course. I'll come back for you, okay? Well, people, I gotta go. Let's what's the word? To be continued, okay? So I gotta go. Let me go and fix my daughter some food, all right? School is out, so I'm a stay-at-home full-time dad. So I see you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being aware. Thank you guys for having an open mind while I speak my crazy stuff, as you called it, all right? So, yes, JP, yes, indeed. All right, Kia. Kia, you was quiet today. Y'all, listen, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Miranda, I'll see you guys later. King Kubaba, Jamisha, I'm a baby. How you doing? Thank you, Kimberly. You all have a blessed day. Be good, be blessed, and be perfect as your Father. Ain't that what the scripture said? Be ye perfect as your Father in heaven. I don't know why we think that we're not perfect. The Bible is saying no one can be perfect, but yet the scripture say, be ye perfect as your Father is in heaven. I don't understand why we think perfection is, you know, anyways, let me go before I start something else. Yo, Nikki, I'll see you guys later, man. Bye, Desmo. Bye, Kiara. Bye, Real Empress. You all be easy, all right? How do I close this up? I forgot. It's been a while. Oh, right here.